there is a story so strange in its implications that it defies ordinary classification.
I don't care if you've been fapping to anime demon titties all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the Dro. Smoke me out, fam, with that dang shit. On my left, your boy Blue.
Stop, collaborate, and listen. Danny's back with a brand new edition.
Who?
Some guy.
Alright, on my far right, engineering on the ones and twos, choke people on the threes and fours, Chronos.
Kind of wish I was a demon with a human heart now.
Yes.
Kind of wish. Yeah.
Yes.
You can run really fast.
Hell yeah. We do not have the oldest ninja in the world, nor do we have Stitch up in the building quite yet.
I think Onan is probably out there touching nurses and shit.
Oh, god damn it. We got to talk about that. We do have to talk about that. They may be joining us, but for right now, the show motherfucking goes on. Whom we got up in that chat?
We have Matt pre-recorded live is the first in the chat. Thank you very much.
What's up, Matt?
And our listener of the week once again will be Mr. X. Then it will be user 659944925.
That's my favorite bot. Love that one.
They are.
Love them. Usually old ninja is the one pouring out Hennessy and all that good stuff. Blue, do you want to take a stab at it?
Dude, I don't know who any of these people are.
Well, fuck. I know there was which one? There's a porn star that died. Though.
Well, let's see.
Is that
which one is a porn star type name? None of these, because there was a woman, so I know it was a female, so he ain't put it on.
What about Don? Damn, we should.
Maybe it was Donnelly Rhodes. I don't know.
Yeah,
sounds like a dude's name though.
God damn, we're all fucked up when old ninja ain't the one to do the pouring out Hennessy ones.
But you guys know any of these guys though?
Jerry Van Dyke sounds familiar, but maybe. I don't know.
Is he like Dick Van Dyke's like brother?
That's what I was thinking. Dick Van Dyke. I don't fucking know, man.
Yeah, don't know. And you know what? Instead of being disrespectful to people who have just died, like we almost always do, we're just gonna keep it fucking moving. You know what I mean? But I will say one of them was a young porn star. We'll get that updated or whatever.
Yeah, she was like 20. I know that.
Yeah, I just saw that the other day in the news. We got to jump in on something big.
Well, actually, first, let's just talk about what we just did.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
So we just had a really cool podcast with a hilarious comedian named Janelle James.
Janelle James.
Damn, I fucked that up. Jesus fucking Christ.
You're like me, man.
I'm fucking disrespectful.
That's all good.
I didn't do it on purpose. All right. But yeah, it was really cool. She's really funny, and I'll put that podcast out tonight. So it'll be two podcasts tonight.
Hell yeah.
2 for 1.
She has a great comedy album called Black and Mild, and she's actually open for Chris Rock, and she's just funny. She's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
You'll love her.
Her album cover is bad as hell.
I guess you weren't far. Dick Van Dyke's brother. That's Jerry Van Dyke.
Okay.
And Donnelly Road? He's from Battlestar Galactica.
Oh yeah. Okay. I did
died
hear
at the
about
age
that.
of 80, yesterday.
Yeah. R.I.P. to them. R.I.P. to them. So we don't have the porn star on here.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the porn star's name is, if you know in the chat, hook us up. We got to jump right in, guys. Biggest, I guess, quasi scandal. Went down yesterday. I was seeing on Twitter. I got a lot to say about this bullshit. So we all know the legendary icon Stan Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Is that like Bruce Lee's brother?
Yeah, exactly. A fucking UK tabloid called the Daily Mail. I hate even bringing up their name because I don't want to give them any publicity in a lot of ways. No. Did some anonymous reporting on some allegations of sexual misconduct with at-home nurses at his Beverly Hills or expensive part of LA area mansion with Stan Lee. It is alleging allegations again of sexual misconduct. Gentlemen,
okay, so first
what
of all,
do we think?
Stan Lee is like fucking 90-something years old.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he could probably even have sex at this point. He would literally be busting dusty nuts.
Viagra though.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think it'd be better for his heart if he wasn't doing anything strenuous at this point because he's pretty fucking old.
Yes.
Plus, he seems like a really reasonable guy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And over 90 years, we haven't heard of anybody alleging anything. So I doubt that at his late years, he would all of a sudden decide to grab chicks by the pussy or some shit. You know what I mean?
And plus, also with this, like, he's like straight up denying everything. Like a lot of other people, they kind of stayed quiet, but him, he's like, no, like I'm getting my lawyers involved, like this isn't true. And then like in the article it also said how he has like a new nursing company, and the new nursing company is saying like he's like the sweetest guy, he's like super nice and stuff like that. So something's not right here.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's him and what was the other guy's name that's fighting back too?
Oh, Tavis Smiley.
Yeah, I called it a long time ago. I was like, you're going to see all these allegations, and some of them aren't going to be true. And you can't throw out allegations and expect them to stick when you're not taking somebody to court. And it leaves actually a lot of room for some scumbags that did do something, and you throw out allegation, you don't follow up with taking them to court, well, they can just say, no, I didn't do that. And they can sue you for being liable. Or what was the other one, libel or...
for
Slander. There you go.
Yeah. That's going to come up, and it's happening now, you know?
I'm right there with you. With this one, truth be told, I've worked in the healthcare industry for almost 20 fucking years, believe it or not. If you are an at-home or home care nurse dealing with elderly men or women or whatever, there's from time to time going to be some things that you will tell them no, you know, back them off and say, hey, you can't do that. That's just part of the job of dealing with elderly or whatever from an at-home nursing standpoint.
Well, especially because some of them, it has to do with like them being senile and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
They might not even know what the fuck they're doing.
Absolutely. So. Some of them are completely deep into Alzheimer's or, you know, just aren't in control of their faculties or whatever. I'm not saying that's what's going on with Stan Lee. He seems to have his faculties from what we can tell from his cameos in movies and appearances at comedy shows. Yeah. The fact that this is anonymous and from a UK tabloid, not TMZ, and, you know, nobody's being named, no charges were being pressed or anything like that, leads me to strongly believe, just for me speaking for myself, I don't think this is real. I think this is fake as hell.
But just to let it be known, if it is true, then he's a scumbag. I guess it depends on the situation.
Yeah,
right.
I need to go drill down into those details because again.
But if he's like constantly harassing the same person and like grabbing him and shit like that, and he seems to know what the fuck he's doing.
All of those caveats. Yeah. If you blah blah blah, you're in your right mind, and this is going on, but you know you hear no, sure. But I just don't buy it. Again, with what Blue mentioned as well, the current nursing home saying nothing but complimentary stuff, him denying this. He's been around for 95, 96 years. His wife just passed, I believe, last year.
Yeah, last year.
Not that that's any excuse or whatever, but I just don't see this. I really don't.
Yeah.
And it certainly won't have me not supporting the Marvel properties that I love. You know?
Because they already done fucked up, but that's not his fault.
If this all turns out to be false, like I feel like whoever's making these allegations should do some jail time because, you know, they should do something because like Stan Lee's 90 years old, like he's not gonna be around much longer. Like for them to like drag his name through the mud and stuff like that's kind of fucked up.
And this Daily Mail, this UK tabloid, if this is bogus, like I think it is, fuck them.
This is the same company that got busted for wiretapping.
Ooh, it could be. Man. You'd have to fact check on that. I don't know. I don't keep up with the UK tabloids like I used to. But now they got that Princess Meghan Markle. I might. She bad as hell. You know.
Yeah, she is.
So more. We'll see what the fuck happens with this. This was breaking news as of fucking yesterday. It was trended on Twitter and all this shit. And all I know is it still seems like people are going to be a lot of people are going to be continuing to support Marvel properties, and a lot of people are actually not really against him and aren't really believing this so much at this point, at this stage either.
Yeah, I'm not seeing too many people commenting with like negativity about this whole situation. It's more kind of for Stan Lee versus like, oh yeah, he fucking did it.
It doesn't really pass the initial smell test.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'll see.
I don't think it was Daily Mail.
Okay, one of the other. They got a ton of them in the UK. I do know that.
I know one of them did get busted for wiretapping.
Yeah, I'll bet. I'll fucking bet, man. So we'll keep abreast of that. It's a sad situation. If it isn't true, holy shit, how are you going to be in your mid-90s and having to deal with this kind of bullshit?
Yeah.
What the fuck? So where do you guys want to... Should we switch up to the new anime on Netflix?
Yeah, let's talk about it. It's fucking dank.
Oh, man. Set it up, Kronos.
Yeah, well, you're the one who first watched it. But yeah, there's a new show on Netflix called Devliman Crybaby, which is basically the story that so if you see it on Netflix and you look at it like that looks like really shitty animation, just get over it. All right, get over it. Like you got to push through because the animation is kind of shitty.
It's very similar to like Fudu Kudu or the one with the girl that transformed with the scissors.
Oh yeah, but it's worse than that. You're talking about Kill la Kill.
Yeah, Kill la
It's
Kill.
worse than Kill la Kill. It's dank as fuck. All right, so basically it's this dude, this kid, a 16-year-old boy, who's kind of nerdy, has no like real physical attributes. He ends up through crazy circumstances, he gets possessed by a demon named Amon, but he keeps his human heart. So overnight, he becomes basically like this hunk to all these chicks, and they're really just basically throwing panties at this motherfucker.
Yes.
I mean, I'll be honest.
Yep.
And like the first scene of this fucking show, or not the first scene, but the first like couple of scenes, there's a track scene where like these girls are running track and they have physics, y'all.
Yeah.
Physics.
Anime titties.
And yeah, there's like this one girl with like an 8-pack and like fucking tan lines and shit. You're just like, what the fuck is going on here?
But it's like it wasn't like a tan line from like a bikini. It's like a tan line from wearing like shirt and t-shirt, or no, shorts and t-shirt.
Yeah. It's fucking funny. And
Yeah.
then they get to like this orgy scene and shit, and people just start dying and fucking titties eating people. I was just like, whoa, it gets fucking crazy quick.
Here's what sold me. First of all, I wish I'll find his Twitter handle, but someone on Twitter hit us up at BTI and said basically this is your kind of show, and also tagged me in there, Cthulhu's Prodigy, and said, hey, you will fucking love this. That person was brilliant and so fucking right on, because it has satanic rituals, it has drugs, it has anime titties at least every other episode, it has
Orgies.
booty sex.
I've never seen an anime character twerk before. That shit like had me fucking rolling. It was so great.
It's an adult, mature anime, and it has the funniest, most distinctive running style for the track athletes that you've ever fucking seen in your life. You know how Naruto has the weird kind of running, whatever, with the arms in the back or whatever. These motherfuckers look like they're goddamn transformed into people cheetahs, and are stretching and all elongated. It's fucking super duper dank. I'm only 7 episodes in, and I think it's a 10-episode series.
Oh, really?
But wow, it's already going to be a nominee next year for Best New Anime on the Golden Eggplant Awards. I can tell you.
Easily. That shit was crazy, and it just keeps getting crazy. Like there's a scene where he has a fucking wet dream. That shit is fucking insane. I was just like, yo.
Yes. Yes.
Try to find the tweet. You fucking tweeted it.
I always think it's funny too that so the main character that his name is Akira, right?
Yeah.
He has a little brother, and I guess in the family room they have like a smart TV, and everybody has like their own little login. But his little brother always keeps logging into his account and like looking at like porn and shit.
Yes.
in his name, which is fucking hilarious.
He looks like he's 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah, right.
Well, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, how does he have his brother's password? And it's funny because another girl had mentioned like, oh, whenever you're sitting in the living room watching porn, make sure you delete your history.
Yep.
Oh, wait, is that it?
They go all the way fucking there, man. I just, I love everything about it. And even the whole, like, calling out, I'm Devilman, or whatever, before he starts ripping people apart. It has, even though some of the animation is questionable, it has this cool factor.
Yeah.
Like Berserk, or like Wicked City, or La Blue Girl, or, anything that kind of has an adult, mature, hentai kind of manner.
And kind of the reason why the character, like, it's called Crybaby is because the main person, Akira, is that whenever he's around somebody who's like feeling some kind of sadness or emotion, he starts crying, like uncontrollably. So when he becomes a devil, like he's like crying, but blood's dripping from his eyes, which looks fucking dope.
I think his name is King Wong.
King Wong.
It's Ping Wong 95.
Sounds right. I'd recognize his little icon if I saw it.
I think that's him. I see a whole bunch of shit on here on your page though.
Yeah,
but one of the craziest characters too is Rio, like his friend.
Oh, the kid in white.
Yeah, like the first time you meet him, this guy's talking to like his friend, and there was like some like semi, ghetto fucking gangbangers and shit.
That shit was
and
funny.
He's talking to him, and he like doesn't even really acknowledge him. He pulls out a fucking machine gun out of nowhere and just starts shooting in their general direction. It's just like, what the fuck is going on?
They like called him out for it too. It's like, oh, you ain't gonna shoot that gun. He's all shot up the fucking pier.
Dude, it's just fucking dank. There's so much good action every fucking scene, every episode, really. Fucking love it. I mean, high markings, high ratings. I'm gonna probably give it a final rating after I finish the 10th episode, though. So we'll fucking come back to that. Did you find anything else on there?
Look, I was trying to find the first one that you got.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, a lot of shit on here, man.
Whole lot of anime titties.
Yeah.
He stumbled onto my Fuda tweets.
Holy shit.
God damn, I was not expecting that.
I think it wasn't live on fucking. I didn't put it up on your
stream.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We got fucking flagged by YouTube.
Never go on my Twitter feed, y'all.
Never going live, boy.
Good.
So just describe what was happening. There was a chick with a penis stroking another chick with a penis.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Slow stroking too.
Wearing lingerie.
Yeah.
Kink's gone kink. Yeah, Devliman Crybaby. That shit was dope as fuck. Where you want to go to next?
Well, since we're talking about Netflix, you want to talk about The Witcher? Is that coming to Netflix soon?
I don't know about the soonish. I didn't put it on here.
Oh, okay.
But I know that they're in development with it. I'm excited about it, but I haven't seen any footage, no trailers, no teasers, no nothing. So I think that they're still doing the production, and I know that they want it to be their Game of Thrones, and they're gonna put some money behind it. So we shall see. But if we stay with anime, there was some big news for people who. Obviously, almost everybody has like Amazon or Amazon Prime. Amazon had their own version, at least here in the U.S. and maybe Canada, but definitely in the U.S., of a separate double paywall for anime content, and it was called on Amazon, and it was called Anime Strike. Well, this week they fucking canceled that shit, which was dope as fuck, and now it's all included in your Amazon Prime membership already.
And did you know that Amazon had this service?
I had seen that they had it. Yes, I saw like the little advertisement for it, because sometimes I'm on Amazon and just looking up shit, and they kind of advertised it, but I was like, there's no way in fuck I'm paying double.
Yeah, I mean, there's only certain things that I'm willing to pay extra for Amazon, and it depends on what I'm getting. Like their food delivery service, I'll pay extra for that because it's value added, right?
Yep.
I'm still not doing their whole Music Unlimited thing.
I actually signed up for it. Well, because they have a special right now where it's 99 cents for 3 months.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me try it out. But I'm digging it.
Especially now I got the Sonos.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I mean, I already get most of my anime from Crunchyroll or from other means, but I'm just saying.
But their anime on there, they have some mature content on there. Like there was one anime I was watching where it was just ass and titties all over the goddamn place, and I was not expecting it.
Well, they got some that I've never really heard of, but I'm interested in. Just a few, the top ones according to IGN that you should be looking for. That again, you have if you have Amazon Prime. Princess Principal, which looks steampunky. Made in the Abyss. Recreators. Girls Last Tour, which looks like it might have some hentai, or Fuda Girls for me. Land of the Lustrous, and then Scumwish, what looks like kind of a harem one. Those were the ones that, at least IGN and some folks were saying these are the top ones that now you have access to, you should check out.
Well, like my problem with Amazon though is that, at least for their Fire sake, it's hard to like go through their service and try to discover content because like the way they have it set up on Netflix is fucking perfect. They have like all these different genres and they're all included in Netflix. With Amazon Prime, is when you're searching through stuff, you get stuff that you can rent or buy. You get stuff that are like, from HBO or from Showtime. But what the cool thing about Prime though is that it, like when you're doing a search, it also will include Netflix. So you can see stuff that are Netflix, and they'll actually suggest stuff on Netflix for you to watch as well. Sure. So it's kind of tied into the program. But as far as like finding stuff through their site, it's kind of hard, man. It's kind of garbage.
I'm with you on that. And they have, to me, one of the best like recommendation sections for like products. Like if you buy a whole lot of fucking fleshlights, they're gonna give you some really good recommendations on some brand new models. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Amazon, I need you to fix your shit.
Yeah, but I'm still excited. This is still, in a lot of ways, free additional anime that some of these aren't available anywhere else. Yeah. So I'm gonna check them out, see if any of them are any good. Probably over this weekend, check out a few pilots, and then I might get hooked. And more anime for otakus is always a good thing.
It sure is.
You know that? So that's what's motherfucking up.
One thing I noticed that on Amazon they just added Akira to the list. I got that as a recommendation. The original Akira.
Really? For free?
For free.
Oh yeah.
They have it both dubbed and subbed.
I haven't seen that one in years.
Oh yeah,
so.
Akira's fucking great.
But it changed my life when I fucking saw it for the first time.
Are they still working on the live action one? I hope not.
I don't know. I hope
know
not.
Leonardo DiCaprio was supposed to be directing it, but that was like probably a good 3 years ago.
Not. Actually, before we switch gears away from anime, I had a real quick personal fucking shout out, man. Over this past weekend, I became a uncle again. Shout out to Cake Man and his lovely fiance. They gave birth to 2 healthy twin boys.
Yes. Was it Jordan and
Peyton?
Peyton,
So,
yeah.
I thought it was awesome. I haven't seen them. I've seen only the pictures yet.
It's funny. I was talking to the Sweetness about it, and she asked me what the kids' names were, and she said, "Oh, they're all like athletes' names." It didn't even dawn on me that's what it was, that they were athlete names.
Blue knows nothing about sports. Don't ever ask him anything about sports, even something as almost pretty obvious as Jordan and Peyton. But that's all right.
I mean, Jordan made sense, but for some reason I thought of the comedian, like Jordan Peele.
God
and
damn.
then Peyton, I don't know what I was thinking for that one.
God damn. But yeah, so everybody's healthy and well, both mom and both boys. I'm excited and happy for that shit. So
They're back at home now, right?
everybody's at home. Everybody's at home. Everybody's doing well. Adjusting to being a 4-person family now. So
Yeah, right. Instant family.
yeah.
Go from no kids to 2 kids.
Yeah, so that was fucking awesome. And you've heard him. Everybody's heard Cake Man on the show. So
Yeah.
shout out to them.
I gotta hit him up because I want to offer him some photo session for free.
Oh yeah, man, do that shit. He'll love it. You two, Kronos and Blue, didn't y'all finish up some more of the Will Smith Netflix Bright?
Oh yes.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. Real quick. Let's talk about something real quick, and then we'll get back to
Yeah, go
Bright.
ahead.
Real quick, this is a beer I've been looking for like forever, and they finally have it in
big-ass
California.
fucking
Yeah, this is Founders CBS, this Canadian breakfast stout that I've been looking for basically 3 years, and I finally got my hands on some. So I'll give you guys some, and it's kind of expensive, but I'll give you guys some, and I'm gonna drink.
He's pouring it up. It's dark as fuck.
Yeah, so Founders, they make some really good
Thank you, sir.
beers. Like there's one, there's a breath and oatmeal stout that they have that's really good. They have some IPAs that are also really good. Try this out.
Yeah, they're based out of Michigan.
Good shit. So while he's pouring, and we're gonna be sipping just a little bit.
What is that thing they used to do on that Doghead, that beer show?
Dogfish Head?
Yeah, where it's like the guys would be like, "Hello, how are you?"
Oh no, it wasn't Dogfish Head. That was Brewdogs.
Brewdog.
Brewdogs,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but the guys were from Dogfish Head, weren't they?
No, they're from Brewdogs. That's the name of the brewery.
Oh, okay.
Dogfish Head is like a different. That's something Calvin.
Thank you.
Calvinci or something.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. It was fucking dark.
Dude, I love
It
these
is.
glasses.
Oh man, that is meaty and
Ooh,
awesome.
god damn.
That's got some coffeeness.
Chocolatey.
That is-
Yeah.
That's some rich beer.
It's like a chocolate malt. Goddamn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
holy shit. You almost got to eat this.
Milkshake thick.
It's bourbon barrel aged. So this is actually it's 11.7% alcohol.
God damn.
And it's an imperial stout with chocolate and coffee aged in maple syrup bourbon barrels.
You taste every
God
bit of that.
damn.
As complex as it is. Good shit, man.
That's smoky.
Worth the search. All right.
Anyway,
Bright.
3 year.
so Bright. Like I heard co-people more than just you and
Especially last week, we talked about it a little bit.
yeah, more than just you and Stitch. So they didn't make it through like the first 30 minutes.
It was boring.
Yeah, so I watched the whole movie and I was like, okay, I understand why they couldn't get past the first 30 minutes. But after you get past 30 minutes, the fucking movie gets
Yeah,
good.
I actually finished it too. Yeah, it got really better. It got a whole lot better.
Yeah, I was like, damn, y'all missed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you went back to go watch it because at the beginning it's kind of like it's kind of slow, you know, and then all of a sudden shit hits the fan once they find a little elf girl.
Mm-hmm. The wand.
Yeah, and the wand, it was just like holy fucking crazy shit happens.
Okay.
So, it's definitely not a bad movie in my opinion. I
No.
thought it was actually a pretty good movie.
I can see why they're making the sequel.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hopefully they learn from the pacing in the first movie. Like you can't just slow burn and then all of a sudden action.
Can I ask a real quick question? Why do you think some of like the critics kept bashing it? Like I didn't get that. Why?
Well, I think it's because in the beginning, right? Because the beginning was so slow, and there are some, racial undertones. Not even undertones; they're like overtones, really. I mean, because the orcs are basically they're like Mexican gangbangers for the most part.
Wow.
The elves are like basically Jewish people, Jewish white people, just really rich, and they didn't really show too many of the other races very much. They mentioned them.
Yeah.
They mentioned like dwarves and shit like that, but you don't really see them.
Okay.
But I thought it was pretty cool. Especially, I like the different take on the orcs. Like I thought, even the way they looked, it was pretty cool, and the way that the one Jacoby, the cop, he's the first orc cop, and nobody likes him. Like the humans or the orcs, nobody likes him.
Nobody trusts him too.
No, not at all. Because he wasn't what's called blooded. So I think kind of going down a little bit.
And what's interesting too is for him to kind of relate with being with the humans is he like orcs have like not fangs, but they have like protruding teeth, and he shaved his down so he doesn't look as intimidating as other orcs.
Well, he has to because it wasn't. He mentioned it in part of the movie. He said that because he wasn't blooded, he has to sand down his.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay,
his teeth.
I skipped over that.
Yeah, but now that you got you got to watch the movie.
So, but overall, you're saying it's a compelling story after the slow start.
Yeah.
Does Will Smith deliver like old school Will Smith?
Yeah. He does Will Smith shit in the movie.
Yeah.
Will Smith it up.
Okay.
So I mean, he did a good job, and so did the guy that played the orc. Because the orc guy was kind of funny because he's like very naive. You know what I mean? And I don't want to say he's dumb, but he's just like naive like a lot of shit. Like
it's almost like Starfire. Like she knows the English language, but she doesn't get like the punchlines of not punchlines, but like not in the windows. What word am I thinking of?
Just subtleties of English language.
Yeah, subtleties. Yeah, like there's a scene where Will Smith is like. He asked the orc, he's like, do you have all your hoes? Because he asked him if he's been shot or anything, right? And then the orc turns around and asks him like the same thing, but like in a creepier way.
Wow.
So it's like, how's your hoes? It's like, well, that's how the interaction between them two, how the orc doesn't understand like basic English, like characteristics of English.
So it's an out of place kind of tale.
Yeah.
Like a creature out of place. It basically as.
But he learns as he goes on. Like he gets to pick up on certain things, and he kind of gets better at it.
Okay.
Yeah, you felt really bad for him because he got treated like shit from both sides.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And he was just kind of like happy-go-lucky kind of guy, but it was just, it was all predicated on he made a mistake in like the beginning of the movie, and that's why almost nobody in the force likes him.
Yeah.
Including Will Smith. So
let me ask you this because I still haven't seen any of it. Is this, now that you've seen it, a movie that you would potentially see in the theaters if it had been released in the theaters?
Yeah, actually, I think it would have done better in the theaters. So this is a problem that it's kind of a new thing, all right? So when you have an online distributor put out a movie and you don't like the movie, you can instantly just turn it off.
True.
Right? I think that's the problem a lot of people had.
That's true.
You just wait for the movie theater.
I mean, you can leave.
You can leave, but you paid for it and you're there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a little different. You have way more invested when you go to see a movie than when you watch it at home.
Sure.
So I think that's why most people said, oh, fuck that movie. They just watched 30 minutes and it fucking sucked.
Okay.
So that's just like kind of a new issue.
But it sounds like you definitely would.
Yeah.
If it was only available theatrically.
Yeah, I definitely.
You would go.
Yeah, I'd still go.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think more people would probably have a favorable opinion of it if they watch the whole thing.
Wow, so that's a drastic
it's weird,
change.
huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
last week I didn't see it again, but last week some of y'all were bashing. Maybe it was more Stitch then.
Well, I didn't see it up until this week.
I saw, I only got up to the 30 minutes. I'm like, man, I can't watch this. This is too hard. Like, it was so boring. It was hard for me to to stay even interested in it. I just decided to power through it, and then eventually got better after the shit goes down.
Are some of our attention spans as movie watchers kind of changing? Because I mean, if you really think back, some of the best movies of all time, like even The Godfather 1 and 2, kind of had slow starts.
Yeah, but this one was a slow start, but it didn't keep you like really invested in the movie, right? So I mean, the dialogue wasn't that great.
Okay.
In the beginning of the movie,
It seems like some of the acting wasn't that great either.
Yeah, it was a lot of that. Like, I mean, definitely wasn't the best acting movie of all time. Like by far. But yeah, I mean, it just you're expecting, especially when you know it's supposed to be an action movie. You know what I mean? Like, you go to watch Godfather, you know it's going to be the fucking Godfather.
Yeah.
You know there's going to be violence in it, but you also know there's going to be build up to the violence. There's going to be a lot of good dialogue.
Character development.
Yeah, but when you watch like an action movie, it's like a porno. You know, you watch a action movie for action.
Okay.
And that's what we're given in the previews. We're going to see some action shit. I was expecting Will Smith to use some fucking swords and shit.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, what the fuck?
So wait, speaking of sword, that one scene where he picks up the sword, like, there's a guy who's like, you remember back in the day, there was like black dude that had like a sword, and like he was threatening the cop. No, not Blade. No, a real person did this. Like, he had a sword and he was like threatening cops with it, and they had to like use a fire hose to like get him down to be able to pin him. This was like a long time ago.
Wasn't that at a con too?
This was a guy high on something.
Okay,
high on cocaine. But there's a scene where there's a guy with a fucking like Knights of the Round Table type sword, and instead of Will Smith picking up the sword with like gloves or something because you don't want to temper evidence, he picks it up with his bare hands.
What the fuck?
But when that scene happened, I thought like, okay, maybe this is him about to like get really involved in this whole like world of orcs and fairies and gnomes and stuff. But it kind of drags away from that.
But I mean, there's like some really good scenes in that, right?
Oh yeah,
like especially some of the action. Like there's these two elf people that
badass
were basically fucking ninjas. Yeah, I was just like, they were fucking people up.
It was like like the Matrix, like the way they were fighting. Like they were pretty much OP. Like nobody could fucking hit them.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I'm encouraged by the fact that Netflix basically within the first week or less said we're doing a sequel, and they spent, I want to say, $90 million, which is a theatrical type of budget, for a big action movie in a lot of ways.
Oh, it shows. Like the special effects and the fucking makeup and all that shit, they were top notch.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously.
Now, was this the same director from Suicide Squad, though, right? Wasn't it Ayers?
There's a lot of fucking same people from Suicide Squad. I'll tell you that shit.
Okay.
The guy that was the flame guy, he's in the fucking movie.
Oh,
Will
really?
Smith's in the fucking movie.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, he was the guy in the wheelchair, right?
No. That was the sheriff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's name was in here too? Margaret Cho. I was like,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah,
like,
that was odd.
The comedian. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She look old.
Well, she is old. So. And we're fucking old, but she's older than us.
So David Ayer is the director
He was
of
the director?
Bright.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't he do Suicide Squad too?
I'm checking to see real quick.
I think that is the same guy, if I recall correctly. I'm interested. You know what I mean?
And I'm interested in like the universe. So
But he did do Suicide Squad.
Okay.
Yeah.
He wrote and directed Suicide Squad.
Well, sounds like this is better than Suicide Squad, at least according to Kronos, and maybe Blue too, right?
Oh yeah, it's a definite watch. Plus, if you have Netflix, it's part of your subscription.
Good shit.
Well, I want to know what happens like moving forward because there's like a lot of like at the end of the movie, you're just like, okay, I want to see like there's more shit that you know is gonna happen.
It's set up for the sequel.
Yeah,
basically.
and it's even set up for prequels because they make mention to like this great war between like basically all the races.
Okay.
And like this Dark Lord and all this shit, but they don't get into any. They get into it a little bit, but like you have no idea what the fuck happened really.
I'm on board. You have officially sold me. I'm gonna actually check this fucking shit out this fucking
Yeah,
weekend.
magic and guns and shit. I mean,
Yeah.
and titties. There's titties in the fucking movie.
Wait,
So,
anime titties?
There's a
Are
scene
they
in a
orc
strip club.
titties?
There's a scene in a strip club.
and even before that, there's another scene too with titties.
But are they blue titties or human
There was
titties?
no orc titties. You know?
Yeah,
No orc titties.
Matter of fact, I don't think I saw a single orc female.
No, there was back
there?
when they drove by that one group that were just kind of chilling and stuff like that. There was like a female chola style. But what's interesting about the movie too, before you change, is the wand. Like the wand, because everybody wants this fucking wand because you can get crazy ass fucking powers, but you can't fucking touch it.
Yeah, basically anything you want.
Yeah, you can get anything you want if somebody can grant you to wish, but like if you touch it, that's it. You're fucking dead.
That's your
When
ass.
you're dead, you're dead, and the people around you are probably dead too.
God damn.
So yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Basically, it's almost like a Jumanji when Kevin Hart character ate cake.
Yeah.
I still need to see that one. Now, Stitch ain't here to record it, but what are your like final numerical ratings, both of you, to put you on the motherfucking spot?
Go ahead.
I'll give it a 7 just because of the little bit of a slow start, but once it got past that scene, it got a whole lot better. Before I would have gave it like a 4, but the fact that I went back and watched it, it really brought it back up to a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it slightly higher. I'll give it like a 7.2.
Okay.
Only because the same problems I have is the pacing problem. In the beginning it was like slow, and then all of a sudden it was just like fucking nuclear bomb went off and everybody was running.
7.2 is definitely worth watching.
Yeah, because it basically goes from a fucking slow build up, and then all of a sudden it's basically a chase scene for like the next hour. You know what I mean?
Not like that Star Wars chase bullshit.
No.
Fuck that purple hair. All right, good reviews. I'm glad we came back to that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the first.
Damn, we doing a lot of Netflix. Why don't we stick with Netflix and stick on that Black Mirror though?
Oh man, that fucking.
I only watched 2.
Okay, which ones did you watch?
I watched the first one, which was
USS McAllister.
Yeah, that was fucking trippy. And then the one with the kid, with the fucking once you can see
chip.
everything.
Yeah.
I still. Didn't
It was
see
the
that.
the arch angle one.
All right.
Some shit where you like, as a parent, you're like, oh, I'd love to have that, but no.
Goddamn, we said we were going to stay.
I watched them all.
Okay, you've seen them all. All right.
Yeah.
I've only seen Star Trek, the Love app location one, and then the museum.
Oh yeah, the Black Museum.
Yeah.
That fucked me up, dude. That was.
So let's stick with the one that we've all seen, which is
Okay,
the
first one.
Star
Yeah.
Trek.
that one was so fucked up in so many ways. There was like subtle ways that this was fucked up.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I guess I already talked about it. So you go ahead and set it up.
Oh,
Wait, did we ever talk about why it's called Black Mirror?
we speculated.
No, I sort of already know.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
your phone.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the television for some
No,
reason.
it's the Black Mirror.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's like how we all interface.
Yeah, that works.
Because the whole Black Mirror thing, all the episodes are about technology, how technology has affected
that works
our
better.
life. So
that makes much more sense.
basically taking a look at what technology can do to us.
Good shit. I love it.
All right, so on with the episode.
Yeah, so this one, USS Callister. This one takes place in a world where there's a tech company and the chief technical engineer is someone who...
Steve Wozniak.
Yeah, he gets bitched. He basically gets treated like shit at work because he's a bitch ass motherfucker all the time to basically everybody.
Well, just lets himself get stepped on.
Yes, that's a even better way of putting it. But he has an escape, which is the virtual world where he has set aside a separate reality for this online game that involves almost like a tribute to the original Star Trek.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it doesn't say Star Trek, but that's basically what it is.
fucking Star Trek.
Yeah. Where he's the Captain Kirk character. Now, the biggest thing that was a trip to me was he uses the virtual reality presence of coworkers that treat him like shit in the real world as his crewmates.
He fucking steals their DNA and programs them into his fucking virtual world. And like, what's so crazy about it is that he strip them of like they have no sex organs. Like he breaks them to make sure that they do what he wants them to do.
He's basically God.
Yeah.
So if you don't do what he wants you to do, he took away this chick's face.
Yes.
Her fucking face, and he's like, okay, I want to make it so you don't die, but you're gonna live in agony.
Yes.
And he's like, until you do what I want you to do. If you understand, like, nod. And he gave her face back. But then there's like other awful shit that he can do too.
Yeah, like the black chick, he fucking turns her into like a goddamn monster and shit, and kicks her off into a different on a different planet.
It's this hardcore, like, obviously he is a god in this world, but they technically have free will. They're just so intimidated and so oppressed, and real oppressed, that if you like turn against him, you're in fear of him doing something even fucked up to your children. You know?
Yeah.
So it's twisted, and this fat motherfucker, goofy looking motherfucker, looks like a dumpy Matt Damon.
That's what K-Max says. She's like, is that Matt Damon? I'm like, it looks like him, but no, it's not him. I mean, it's like
it's close.
Yeah, he looks close. It looks like his like if Matt Damon had a brother and he stole all the good genes.
Yes.
Like that's that dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that dude, if you listen to this podcast, it's unfortunate you look like that. It's unfortunate I look like this.
Yeah,
right? So, it is what it is.
But man, I love the fact that the Captain Kirk like God character, I can't remember, Callister, obviously, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember his first name. He
that's not. Callister was the name of the ship.
Yeah,
that's right. I'm sorry. That's right. I'm
From
fucking
my
that up.
favorite
I'm fucking that up. I can't remember his fucking name. It's been a couple weeks since I've seen it. But I love the fact that he was, he's just so fucking creepy. Like, as the episode goes on, you're just even more grossed out by this
Like
dude.
at first you feel bad about him, but then the shit that he does, you're like, fuck fuck this dude. It's a fucking total asshole.
Yeah, and even if you don't necessarily believe that like virtual reality is like yourself or is a copy of yourself, you get into this episode and you're like, okay, that's a human being, and you're treating this person worse than fucking scum. You know?
Well, the crazy part was for me that was like super fucking creepy. Well, this is how fucked up his mind was. Is that after he completes a mission, he would kiss the females that are on the show.
Yep.
Like, you know, give him a kiss. And then, like, when this new person gets pulled in, she was like, what the fuck is he doing that for? He's like, oh, don't worry, he's not going to rape you or anything. Like, you don't have genitals.
Yeah.
And then she was like, what? And then, like, yeah, he pulls down his pants. The guy's got nothing there. He can't feel anything.
Fucking Ken doll.
Like, he stole my fucking pussy? I was just like, what? And that's like, why would you have, if you could do anything to somebody, like, and obviously he was attracted to her. It's like you wouldn't give her genitals. Like that's how weird his mind was.
Yeah, it's,
you know what
it's
I mean?
disturbing, like a serial killer, basically.
Yeah.
You know, or a child molester, kind of just weird, sick, perverted shit. But he was also very fanboyish, and this is where it gets into some of the stuff that we talk about all the time on this fucking show. Fanboyish to the Star Trek universe, basically. You know what I mean? So it was like, oh well, these shows from the '60s or '70s didn't really have that level of explicit sexual content.
Yeah.
Therefore, I'm not going to have this in my fantasy world, and I don't know. I couldn't wrap my head around it besides to be fucking creeped the shit out.
Yeah, but so the funny toward the end when they kind of escape this world and they end up like on the server. The fact that they come across like another starship and they're like, what was the guy's name? It was like fucking like double dick down or some shit like that.
Yeah, some ridiculous name.
He was like, oh, am I gonna board you so we can fuck, or are you gonna give me some of your goods or whatever? And that's, oh man, that shit was so fucking funny.
That's how online gaming
exactly,
is.
That's exactly how the fuck it is. It was fucking great.
Dude, Black Mirror has stepped up their game, and they were always at a high level.
Oh yeah.
But man, this season is knocking it out of the park. I definitely want everybody to watch that museum one, which is episode 6, and we'll definitely talk about that a little bit next week because that one tripped me the fuck out.
Yeah, I would say watch that one and also the dating one because the other two, they're kind of okay. But definitely those were great because there's a picture going around, a meme saying that had a Roomba with a fucking knife on it, and I thought people were just joking around like, oh, this is just technology about to kill you. But it makes sense once you watch the episode. And it's all in black and white too. It's real fucking creepy. The one with the dogs.
Oh yeah, I have
the robot dogs. Oh man, that shit's fucking great. But it's dark. It's twisted.
The one that plays the equivalent of Lieutenant Aurora.
Oh, yeah,
the black girl. I think she has a Netflix show of her own that I've heard good things about. I just haven't watched it.
I think it's called
Chewing Gum.
Chewing Gum, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I may check it out. She was kind of off the hook, both in the real world and in the virtual world.
So the sweetness watched that, the Chewing Gum, and I caught an episode, and there's a scene where the girl's a virgin, and she's like trying to lose her virginity, but she keeps fucking up. It's almost like a 40-year-old virgin.
Oh damn!
But she ends up hooking up with this one guy, and it's just fucking funny, dude. I can't tell you what happened, but it has a quick twist at the end, which is hilarious. You gotta check it out.
Is she like the lead on that show?
Yeah, she's the lead. She's the main character.
Okay, good shit. I'll check it out. I definitely will.
Netflix is killing it.
Yeah, they really are.
Especially with anime and movies and TV shows.
Dude, I'm impressed.
Oh, I wonder if Castlevania Season 2 is coming out this year.
Oh, you know what? We got to hit up our boy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That guy came out of left field, man.
He fucking did. It was only 4 episodes, but he said he promised 6 or 8 for next season.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Hell the fuck yes. All right. Should we get into some more motherfucking news? Actually, you know what? I want to switch gears a little bit. We talked a little bit about Marvel to begin with Stan Lee and whatnot, but Black Panther is fucking almost here, goddammit. And one of the cool things that I'm finding right now, it's a complete media fucking blitz. They got cartoons on Disney XD channel with the Avengers Assemble or whatever, and Black Panther is super prominent. And then I've seen nothing but toy commercials all the fuck over. And Target has all these fucking toys for Wakanda, which is cool.
Commercials? It's just fast forward.
I don't know. Sometimes I watch them, but
pause real quick.
Go ahead.
One of the funny things about having PlayStation View is that I'd never see another Xbox or Nintendo commercial.
Oh, really?
No, I'm serious. They added them out.
Really? Are you serious?
Yeah. It says commercial in progress. And
damn.
Yeah.
Sony's King Petty.
Oh yeah. They're like, you ain't buying shit.
That's awesome.
Not on my TV.
I only know this because one time it cut off a little too early. I knew it was a Switch commercial.
Really?
Yeah, and I couldn't rewind. I was gonna like video it, but I couldn't rewind to get it right to the part where it switched over.
Funny. That's funny as fuck. But yeah, I wanted to give, I guess, some just props at the fact that this movie has already eclipsed Civil War when it comes to pre-sales of tickets.
Oh, really? Wow.
I just hope that it's good.
So do I.
Because if it's a shit movie, I'm going to tell you it's a shit movie.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't give a shit that it's a Black Panther. So
Absolutely.
I hope it has a dope ass fucking soundtrack.
Well, it looks like Kendrick Lamar is doing some of the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Which I like him. I think he'll do a great job and whatnot. Some people I've heard online, quite a few folks having a problem with him doing it. But there's
why?
So some people wanted more, and again,
Like
this
African style music?
yeah, more African, like different genres of music too. But I guess what gets me is this is a character that was made by Americans, you know. And even though the character takes place, the fictional character takes place in Africa or whatever, he spent a lot of time over here in America too.
Well, and there's rap artists in Africa as well.
Of course.
Like I think that some people they're thinking of like traditional African music. Well, you have to remember a couple of things. First of all, Wakanda doesn't fucking exist.
Yep.
So right there, shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Second of all, they're not just playing drums in fucking Africa anymore. You know what I mean? They have rap artists there. They have different styles of music, but at the same time, I can understand them saying like not just rap music, but I put my faith in Kendrick Lamar. I think he can do other than just hip hop beats and rap music. So,
sure.
Like in the videos that I've seen so far with the promos, I think that the beats they had in there, they were hip hop ish, but they were good beats.
Yeah,
And I think it fit the style of what they were going for.
Shit, what God damn it, I forget the song that was on the initial trailer for Black Panther.
I don't have a heavy bass line, I know that.
Yeah, Run the Jewel.
Like me
I
some
think Run
bass.
the Jewel, something like that. But it sounded fucking dope. You know what I mean? And I want this to be an aggressive young sound. Go ahead.
The song was The Revolution.
No, there was another one too.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah. You know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's the thing. As long as the music is fucking good, and obviously we do want the movie to be good, it's already just positive that we're seeing so much strong early interest. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And another thing too is like you're only hearing about shit like that for like the Black Panther and other, I guess, African movies, but you never hear shit like that about like European movies. Like they're not saying, oh, just play fucking European music, or just play whatever. It's like you don't need to do that to enjoy the movie.
Of course.
People just don't fuck up this movie for everybody. Right? God damn it, this is one of the few chances that we've had in a long time besides Blade, where we've had a black superhero in a fucking movie that has a chance to do something fucking big. So let's not fuck it up by complaining about stupid bullshit.
Exactly.
Well, speaking of complaining about shit, aren't people complaining about like there's like some coins that Disney is producing, and it says like from like made in Wakanda, and people are like, that's like what the hell, like that's not a. There's something stupid about it.
No. It was the eyes were white.
Oh,
And I think it's for the Disneyland theme park too.
But I don't think they're real though.
Yeah. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, I don't think that Disney would have an oversight like that and sell shit like that.
Yeah.
Like that'd be a huge oversight.
Yeah.
Disney generally knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, they fucked up on the what's name doll,
Which one?
the Beauty and the Beast doll for Belle.
What'd they do?
Oh,
It
yeah,
looked bad. It looked like Justin Bieber.
But she was the right ethnicity though.
Yeah, it was right.
Yeah, she just looked bad.
Belle ain't no fucking beauty. Fuck her ass. Nah, but we'll fucking see, man. I want to get some fucking toys, and I think I'm about to get tickets, or I've already gotten some fucking tickets for the movie, and fucking excited, man.
So with Black Panther coming out, like it's probably be a huge theatrical release. With Halloween, I mean, we had Halloween just recently after, or at least a Halloween after Civil War. Do you think there'll be a bunch of stupid controversy about like white kids dressing up as Black Panther?
Yes, and I think they're all fucking gonna be stupid.
Yeah, there definitely will be, especially this coming Halloween, based on the fact that the movie is I think it's going to be a resounding success, and everybody should be able to wear fucking Halloween costumes, and I do mean everybody.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, as long as you don't wear fucking blackface, I don't really give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's definitely no need. You put on his fucking helmet and you rock it out. Actually, the other thing that was cool in terms of a connection, I had no idea that Shuri, Black Panther, T'Challa's sister, is in Black Mirror.
Oh yeah, that's right.
As I think a reoccurring character or whatever. She looks very different, obviously, from how she does in the trailer. But
she's the one that's in Black Museum, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The lead on that. So I don't know. It still looks fucking exciting, and it still looks fucking cool. So hey, we'll see. We'll see in like 3 weeks, right?
Yeah. So I gotta buy tickets still. No, I'm gonna buy it. So moving on, we'll go go to some more controversial. Actually, the last one wasn't controversial. This one will be controversial.
What you got?
It will be the Ginuwine backlash for not kissing a transgender celebrity.
So fucking stupid.
What was this on?
This is on Big Brother in like the UK.
The reality show?
Yeah, he was on there, and I don't know who else is on there, but
I think it was Asia or something like that. Was it Asia the person's name? I can't remember the person's name. India.
The lady that the transvestite. I think so. Yeah.
Was she a transvestite? I don't know.
Or transgender.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so what happened in this episode? They're just sitting around, like sitting on the couch. It's Ginuwine, the transgender lady, and like 3 other females, and they're talking about the whole like would you date a transgender person if they didn't if they didn't tell you that they were transgender, that they were just a woman, would you still date them? And if they told you later, like, what would you still continue dating them and stuff like that? And it's like, no guy is gonna like the fact that you're not honest with that person to begin with is pretty much kind of telling how much of a person you are, because you got to be honest about stuff like that, and you can't be mad if you do tell them that you're transgender and they kind of leave you. You can't get mad at them because I don't want to be with like a guy. I'm not saying transgenders aren't like guy or a woman, but like I need a vagina to have sex with. So I mean, in a way that Ginuwine. So what happened is they're talking about it, and Ginuwine's like, no, I wouldn't date a transgender woman or man or whatever. And he talked about how like he would be cool with them, but he wouldn't date them until the transgender woman went in, like leaned over to try to give him a kiss, and he Ginuwine's kind of leaned against her, like kind of not cuddled up with her, but like kind of just resting his head on her, and when she went to try to kiss him, he was like, oh no. Yeah. But that's a normal reaction for a fucking human being.
Go ahead.
And that's not saying that transgender people are disgusting or something like that at all. This is not what we're getting at. But what I'm saying though is that people have preferences, and if your preference is to not touch another penis other than yours, that's your preference. So you can have the argument over if this person's a man or a woman all fucking day, but if you still have a penis and you hit on a person that also has a penis, there's a high chance that they are not gonna want to have anything to do with your penis. So I'm gonna go so far as to say, like, people might think what I said might be wrong, but it's fucking not. Look, there are chicks today, right fucking now, that do not like uncircumcised penises, and that's the way fucking dicks come. All right, that's the way out of the box. We have fucking foreskin.
Anteaters.
And there are chicks that will be like, oh, that's gross, I'm not gonna fucking touch that. Meanwhile, men aren't allowed to say, hey, I don't like dicks. You know what I mean? Because I'm straight. It'd be like asking somebody that was a lesbian, just ignore the fact that I have a dick and let's date. Like, that's offensive. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you put it the other way, and all of a sudden it's on the man's fault. Fuck that.
For me, and I'm not doing a mince words whatsoever, whatever. People like who the fuck they like, even if Ginuwine, who's had plenty of fucking groupies in his day, was not attracted to a born woman. You know what I mean? Because her breath fucking stank, or you know what I mean? She had a belly, or her teeth fucking just didn't do it for him. You'd be like, no, you can't fucking kiss me. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can't. I'm not attracted to you. I don't want you. You got curbed. Like, deal with it.
The way he pulled away from her is the same way if some crazy ass fan came up and tried to kiss him. Like, whoa, come on.
You don't do something. You don't just kiss somebody like that.
Gosh,
you know what I mean?
That's sexual harassment.
I mean, hey,
that's exactly what it is.
Someone rejected your advances. I don't care what's between their legs, whatever. Someone rejected your advances. That's perfectly within any adult's right to be like, I don't want your ass. Male, female, whatever, you are not wanted by me. I'm not attracted to you. I don't want to be with you. Do not try to make sexual advances towards me.
Well, people live in this fantasy world now where everybody's attracted to everybody, and that place does not fucking exist.
Hell no, it never did.
Because everybody knows there's people that you are not gonna want to fuck for whatever reason. Those preferences are up to you.
Even nymphos don't want to fuck everybody.
Yeah.
Seriously.
What's that one chick from that one bitch we hate?
Lena?
Yeah. Her, like, she got mad at that and said, like, she was trying to get at some football player, and he turned her down, and she went off on Twitter and like talked shit about him and stuff like that.
It's like that dude should be fucking models.
Yeah.
He's a fucking alpha male.
There's some some men and women who just can't handle rejection. That's what it all boils down to. Everybody who's an adult who's shot their shot has been rejected.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like nobody is batting 1,000 out here.
But you know what's interesting? I was kind of just thinking of this to myself when I was at work. The fact that the transgender person tried to kiss Ginuwine showed that they're not really a lady yet because they're still acting like a guy. So they're trying to trying to get a kiss.
I can't go there with you.
No, just fucking around with
that. But I'm just saying, you run the risk when you shoot your shot of getting fucking rejected.
Yeah.
And that's what the fuck happened. And there's nothing controversial about that. You know what I mean? So-and-so didn't want your ass. You know, that's it. And they could still be friendly with him. Now,
probably not now.
Yeah, I mean, but if that person, continued to pursue them, you know what I mean, then we'd have a whole different conversation here.
And like the conversation they had was like a genuine one. Like, saw what I did there.
Oh, you motherfucker.
But no, like the conversation they were having, like Ginuwine wasn't like disrespected to transgender people. He's like, yeah, I'm cool with them. Like I'll hang out and have fun with them, stuff like that. But I wouldn't date one.
Yeah,
it's just not his preference. But it was, I don't know, people were just too sensitive now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. Obviously I have a girlfriend now, but it's just like, I have no problem with transgender people. I've been to fucking gay clubs and shit with bartenders that are transgender. I've never had a problem with people in general. Like, unless you're an asshole, I really don't have a problem with you.
Like Leon Dunn.
What's up? Yeah, she's an asshole. But I think people just trying to, like, make up these fake bullshit things where they try to pull things that don't actually exist. Yeah. Like, it's okay to reject somebody.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll also go so far as to say it behooves everybody to be much more honest with who they are and what they're all about up front before you have sex with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The whole surprise,
I got a penis.
Yeah, or, are you used to, have had the operation. Nobody likes surprises. It's almost like, surprise, I have herpes or an STD, or surprise, I'm a serial killer. Nobody likes fucking surprises. Surprise! And not that I'm equating those things. I am not equating those things. But I'm just saying, be as honest as you can with somebody before you fucking bump uglies. You know what I mean? Or you're about to bump uglies. That's what adults fucking do. You know what I mean? Don't be a fucking immature piece of shit.
Yeah. Like I'll give, I guess, a personal story with me and K-Mac. Like, we knew early on that we weren't gonna have, our own kids, and so we talked about it way early on. Like, probably within like the first year and a half, 2 years, about adoption. You know what I mean? It's like, you have to talk about that kind of shit. But it's one of those conversations where if you're gonna, date somebody that's, oh shit, I was like, what do you call it before I see him? If you're gonna date somebody that's transgender, that might be a big thing for them, is having kids.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And you can't have kids, and they might want to pass on those genes. Yeah. And no matter what the fuck you might happen to call yourself, if you were born a man and you become a female, you are not passing on someone else's genes, because you don't have, the required parts to become pregnant and to have children.
There you go.
And that's a big deal to a lot of people. People want to pretend it's not, but it is a big deal.
Sure.
That's basically the only way you can have immortality in this life, is passing down your genes through children. Yeah. And to have somebody not understand that, pretend that shit doesn't exist, you're a fucking moron.
Yeah. I do want vampire serum too for immortality. Just
just give me a fucking cyber body. Just keep my dick in my brain, dude. I'm good to go.
There it is. Let's switch it up a little bit. God damn it! I know this always sets us all off. The ain't shit ass Golden Globes was this past weekend.
They ain't no golden eggplants. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's exactly fucking right, man.
They don't matter.
Real talk. I said this before and I'll say it again. People have already decided with their wallets and their fucking eyeballs which movies and actors and TV shows they already fucking love, and a committee doesn't tell you shit.
And I can't remember. There's one awards where the studios pay for that actor or actresses to be nominated.
Damn.
I can't remember if it's the Golden Globes or the Oscars, or it's one of them awards.
Here's the thing. I mean, we had Daniel from Daniel and Gian talk shit on here talking about Star Wars or whatever, and I give him some shit because he's like a USC film student or whatever. This is like some inside baseball with them. You know what I mean? These are like some films and a lot of TV shows even that a lot of people don't watch. Some that are popular, don't get me wrong, but there's a ton ton that nobody fucking saw. Like, literally did a fraction of Wonder Woman and Homecoming and Thor
she didn't win
Ragnarok.
anything.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it bothers me that I'm like, okay, this movie made $4 million, worldwide, and all of the movies just like that made about the same amount of money are getting more attention than movies that we all fucking gave a shit about, So, I don't know. You got some examples over there, Kronos?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up. Holy shit. All right, yeah, the first one. I fucking never knew this movie existed. The best motion picture in a drama was a movie called 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
The
Homestead of? What?
Like, for real? The best musical or comedy was called Lady Bird.
the 3 Billboard outside of whatever.
Actually, I think I did see a commercial for that.
It beat out Dunkirk,
Yeah,
which I think was pretty good in the movie theaters.
Yeah, I wanted to see Dunkirk. I will see that eventually, but there's a lot.
And it won multiple awards.
Lady Bird beat. Well, I'm not sure why Get Out's a musical. What the fuck? Why is Get Out a fucking musical?
Makes no goddamn sense.
Wait,
Was there music in
musical?
it? Yeah, or it says musical
or
and comedy. Okay.
It's not a fucking comedy though.
Nope.
It's not a comedy.
No.
This is the same one that what was it called? That movie about Mars.
The Space Between Us.
No. It was the one with
The Kid in Mars, right?
No.
Or the one Matt Damon.
The one Matt Damon, yeah.
Yeah. The Martian.
The Martian.
Yeah.
The Martian won this category.
Best comedy.
I'm like,
You're right.
It's not
you're
a
right.
fucking comedy.
Yeah.
Like they're just bullshitting at this point.
They don't understand categories.
Lady Bird. Okay, The Shape of Water for the best director. Guillermo del Toro was a long time coming.
But didn't the Shape of Water come out like recent, like
A few
in
weeks
December?
ago. Feels like a few
yeah.
weeks
Is that the
ago.
one with like the squid guy or whatever?
Yeah, like Aquaman, fucking hot brunettes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
best performance as an actor, musical or comedy was a disaster artist, James Franco. But yeah, a lot of these best supporting actress is from I, Tonya. Never even fucking heard it. Oh, okay, I know what that is. That was the one about Tonya Harding. But
Okay.
nobody fucking watched that
Nobody
movie.
saw this shit, man.
Yeah,
Be honest.
3 Billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri. It's so far like 3 or 4 awards, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Just some Brie Larson shit.
yeah, exactly. You know what it is? It's more about people watching, like, especially, in a lot of ways, some of the girls watching what such and such actress was wearing. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
what they said. They have too many. What is this movie? Who is this? Actor type of nominees or winners? Actually, you know what I mean? Like what? And who knows? Some of these may be okay-ish, but come on now. This was a huge year for movies that had action in them, doing super well in the box office.
And Laura Dern got an award.
Homestead of purple hair.
She got an award.
Yeah,
How many awards you got?
I ain't got shit.
We got some golden eggplants though.
There you go. I mean, look, it is what it is. I like the fact that for our award show, we're gonna do a quick plug. People get to vote. You get to decide who the fuck is actually the best in each one of those categories.
And it's not even just that. You actually get to shape this podcast.
Sure do.
We put a thing at the bottom where you could suggest to us like how we can improve.
Sure.
And we have some really interesting responses.
Yeah.
I'll pull them up right now. One of them was. Two of them are hilarious.
Well, let's not spoil those though. We definitely,
really?
Yeah. Let's wait.
Oh,
Let's wait
they're
on those.
fucking
They're
hilarious.
fucking great. But we're gonna wait. We'll wait for the award show, which we may be ready next week to finally do our award show. I think
We got a good number of votes, and I don't think there's no way that things can come out of the woodwork.
Yeah, so let's save that for the award show, because the award show, we take that very seriously.
Yeah.
Here. It's our 3rd annual, and we cannot wait to tell you who you voted for. It's gonna be fucking dope.
Yeah, hopefully you can have the whole cast on the cast.
It better be. Everybody better be motherfucking
No, it
here.
might miss Stitch. So
Oh, yeah.
His schedule changes.
Yeah, we'll work it out though.
Got to save the city.
We will fucking work it out. Sticking with Marvel news, there was some big stuff. Well, quasi big stuff. I don't know this actress, but Captain Marvel got an additional actress cast in a role that we don't know the role, but everybody's speculating. But it's DeWanda Wise, and people are speculating that it's homegirl from not Inhumans, the Ultimates, Rambo. Monica Rambeau, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Spectra.
Spectrum, yeah.
Yeah. But that hasn't been officially announced. So, and I've never seen her in any roles. I think she was in She's Gotta Have It, which is another Netflix series. But she kind of pretty looking. Pretty.
What?
Look at them eyes. I like it.
She was in a short called African Booty Scratcher.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Up.
If you're black, you get that fucking reference.
Hell yeah. No, she's good looking. I'll tell you that. Look at them eyes,
Yeah,
man.
look into your soul.
Yeah.
Like we fucking night, right?
God damn. Okay.
Is that real?
Wait a minute. Look at all that.
That's not real.
You can see that from the front.
Yeah,
though.
but I don't know if that's a real pic. Oh, I got it.
Wait a minute. We gotta. It could be the dress. Could be.
Yeah, it could be.
Sorry, you should describe for the audio listeners.
Look like you said ass from the front.
Yeah.
What it looks like in this picture I'm looking at.
She got what they call birds and hips.
Yeah. God damn. I'm, I guess, cautiously optimistic, sight unseen. That hopefully she, has a big role.
There's something wrong with that picture. That looks more normal.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm still not super excited about this movie quite yet. But there's been no trailer. There's been nothing really seen about it quite yet. They're just doing little bits and pieces and who's getting cast in the ancillary roles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks like that woman. There's a new show on Netflix by Spike Lee called "She Gotta Have It," and she's the main person on there.
So I haven't seen that show. I'm not familiar with anything she's done besides that. But Marvel, as we've mentioned many times before, especially for the fucking MCU, is able to pull people from obscurity and get them into big time household names.
Well, yeah, I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy was far more obscure than Captain Marvel. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like IMDb has her listed as playing the role of Monica
Rambeau. Okay, so it's official then. Okay, good.
On IMDb, but on Wiki it just said to be announced. I think
IMDb is more legit than Wikipedia. So.
Probably, yeah.
So it looks like that might who she will be playing as.
There we go. Hopefully they'll have a blue Marvel in there too at some point. I don't know if in this movie or maybe later on in the franchise. We shall fucking see.
It might set up for the Ultimates. That'd be fucking insane.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Well, looking at the character's costume, it makes me think of Jessica Jones' character.
I just thought about something awful though.
What's that?
They did the Ultimates have to bring in America. I don't know which one they bring in. Would they bring up the fucked up new America?
You know what?
Or the old one?
Because it's a movie, they could completely retcon, whatever, change her personality, and her writing would be different. They're not having that same one woman from the comics.
Yeah, because that chick is fucking awful.
Yeah, but they could do a lot of different stuff with that character, but it's got to be right. And I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, you don't have to rush this. You know what I mean? Like, let them develop a little bit more. You know?
Yeah. I mean, they let all the Avengers pretty much develop.
Yeah.
So they gave them all their own movies. Then they made them come together. This could be the beginning of their second, phase where they lead up to the Ultimates instead of leading up to the Avengers.
Could be
because you already have the Black Panther set up. You're getting Captain Marvel. You're getting introduced to Spectrum now.
Yeah.
You can bring in America, but please don't give us this fucking new bullshit America. You know what I mean? They can also have in what was the other ones? Blue Marvel, which would be another huge diverse character.
Yeah.
And there was one other one too. I forget her name.
She-Hulk? No.
Actually, was she in the Ultimates? Yeah, I think she was. She got fucked up. Yeah. She got her ass kicked by Thanos, and then she got awful. But yeah, that'd be great. I mean, that'd be a great way to set up the next lead up.
You have the potential. In terms of like the fanboy in me and what I want first, I'd still like to see what the MCU does with their new Fox properties. At least in terms of priority, more so than that. But we shall see. You know what I mean? They're still committed to doing at least Captain Marvel, and we'll go from there. But obviously, they got to knock it out of the fucking park. Mm-hmm. And then, speaking of which, I guess they are officially doing a Black Widow movie.
Oh yeah, that's
what I saw.
Yeah, I just saw the headlines. I didn't actually get a chance to read the entire article.
Just get ready for a fucking bomb. I'm just saying it'll be their worst selling movie. I'm not saying this Because Black Widow's a woman. I'm saying this because nobody really gives a shit about her.
Yep.
This has been shown in the comic books, and she has no superpowers.
It's truth. But what about Tony? He didn't have superpowers.
Yeah, Tony has money in a suit.
Exactly.
Fucking Batman doesn't have superpowers either, but he's fucking Batman.
Yes.
Every time they try to come up with a solo series for Black Widow, nobody fucking buys it.
Yep.
So, and it's for a good reason, because nobody really cares about a Russian spy who becomes an American.
Yeah.
So,
especially when you compare it to, a Norse god, a tech billionaire, a super soldier, or a gamma radiation huge, Hulk.
I think she's cool in the movies, but I don't see her doing well in a solo film. Especially right now, she's on the decline. To be honest with you, Scarlett Johansson is not doing well on her own anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that if she had stock, it'd be on the fucking decline.
Yeah.
Serious decline.
And
she's the second highest paid person out of all the Avengers. Mm-hmm. So everybody's talking about, the patriarchy, blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. She gets paid so much fucking money for her movies. At this point, it's not even warranted.
Yeah. Well,
it's not.
She doesn't put butts in seats. That was proven on Ghost in the Shell.
But she used to. But now she doesn't.
Well, I'm saying for the Avengers MCU franchise, it's not her putting the butts in the seat.
No.
It never was. She's been really good in certain movies, like Iron Man 2 and Avengers 1, but it's not her.
Well, it's because you can't compare her to Robert Downey Jr.
No.
And I'm not saying that because he's a man. I'm saying that because the motherfucker's been acting for, I think, probably longer than she's been fucking alive.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, he warrants all the money that he's getting, all the accolades that he's getting, because he's a good actor. He fucked his life up and he brought it back around. Yeah. You know what I mean? So.
And the character's cooler. I've talked a lot of shit about Iron Man or whatever, but it's a cool character. It really is. And
they haven't brought in his most controversial parts. They need to have him drinking.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I've said that for a while. Yeah. It would be much more interesting in a lot of fucking ways. We'll see what Natasha is able to do on her own. We'll see in a lot of ways even what Captain Marvel Brie Larson, is able to bring to the table,
Yeah, but she's gonna have superpowers, so it'll be more interesting to watch.
She will definitely have superpowers. There's no doubt about it. It'll all be in the execution.
Yeah,
it really will be
in the writing and the editing. But with the whole thing with Hollywood right now, with people saying female actresses need to get paid the same as their male counterpart, you have to look at it like this. It's almost like the value. If they've been doing this for years and they've been putting out good ass fucking work, then they should get paid for that. If they just come out of the scene out of nowhere and they star next to Robert Downey Jr., they get out of here with that bullshit about they should get paid the same as him. He put in his the work.
Yeah, it's the problem with the equality of outcome and the equality of opportunity. It's the equality of opportunity, not a fucking outcome. You can't just say, give them the same outcome as somebody that's been acting way longer than the other person has, just because they're a fucking. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Here's the thing. There's headliners and then there's ensemble cast. I've said it over and over and over again. The reason why I gave Gal Gadot a whole lot of props last year in 2017 was because she was the lead in a movie that did extremely well financially.
And she came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, and Tom Holland did the same thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? The lead character and knocked it out of the fucking park. The lead gets more. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science. You know what I mean?
Well, actually,
and it's not even. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's not really true because there's a movie with Matt Damon in it, and the female actress got.
Sure.
I think it was they did a reshoot. Matt Damon got paid $1 million, $1.5 million to do a reshoot, and she only got $1,000.
Sure.
But then again, it's Matt fucking Damon.
Things vary. Every actual movie has probably an individual contract where someone has negotiated and arm wrestled and tried to figure out how much money they will be able to get out of the studio. You should negotiate as ferociously as fucking possible to get as much money as you can, no matter who you are.
And this is the problem that I have. People want to talk about, that whole thing about women get paid less than men, especially in movies and shit like that. It's get the fuck out of here, because Scarlett Johansson is literally the perfect example. You had people, look, Chris Evans had his own fucking movie before, he had his own solo film before the Avengers. So did fucking Chris Hemsworth. He got his own movie. Scarlett Johansson still got paid multiple times more than, oh shit, I gotta open the door, than all of them, except for Robert Downey Jr. And the reason why is because she had can you get it? is because she had more movies under her belt that were successful than those other two guys.
Sure.
And so people just don't really seem to understand that. Look, if you're in movies long enough and you bring a draw, they will pay you more. But you can't sit there and be a relative nobody and do these fucking bullshit movies that don't make a lot of money and then demand the same amount of money as, say, a fucking Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the other thing is, none of these armchair quarterbacks, basically, or Monday morning quarterbacks, are actually seeing. Get your ass out of here. We almost at the end of the goddamn cast. Old Ninja and Stitch joined us. But I was saying, none of these folks have actually seen the contracts either. We're all speculating hard as fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
No, you can see how much they're getting paid. Like, I can see how much they're getting paid.
But you don't see the contract.
You're not seeing the whole
Yeah,
contract.
what the agreement was.
There's points on the back end. There's points for merchandise. There's points for DVD sales. There's stuff that involves multiple picture deals where you get a little bit more for if this movie does this metric.
Yeah.
It's a complicated compensation system that we're looking at just the tip of the fucking iceberg.
Well, it's like when Jennifer Lawrence was complaining about not getting paid as much as I forget what actress she named out, but it was somebody that had a way longer career than she did.
Was it on the X-Men movies or something?
No, I can't remember what fucking movie it was. But then I was like,
Oh, it was American Hustle.
Yeah,
because
that
he
was
was
it.
going with what's the name? The guy who played Batman.
yeah, Christian Bale.
Yeah. Mhm.
But then I was like, look, chick, you were just in fucking
Hunger Games?
Hunger Games. You got paid more than everybody else. Everybody else, men, women, you could probably fucking combine their paychecks, and they still wouldn't make as much as you. Where's the argument there? You know what I mean? Because you were the draw.
It's selective as fuck. And that's what it is, it seems to me.
I do like how in House of Cards, how the female lead kind of got the same amount that Kevin Spacey was making, and he backed her up on that too. Like, yeah, and she's as big as he was. She is big as he is on the show.
Sure.
And she's taking over the show once they kill him off.
You know who it really involves? It involves the person negotiating the contract, the talent on screen, and the studio. It really doesn't involve anybody else.
Yeah, and it's also like really understanding like how much you're worth, because people they gotta be honest about what you're worth. Look, no matter what, if you're negotiating, all right. I don't know if you guys realize this. So if you're working for somebody else, no matter what, at some point in time, it's gonna come down to, is the company that's paying you, they are getting more value out of you than they are paying you.
Yeah.
All right? That's no matter what. If it wasn't the case, it wouldn't make sense. So they have to see that value there. If they don't see it there, then you're not going to get fucking paid. And that goes up to a whole myriad of fucking different, I guess,
Occupations.
yeah. I mean, I know like what I do. Like they're making way more money off of me than what I'm getting paid, and I'm fine with that. If you're not fine with that, then don't fucking work there.
Make your own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's either that or you don't really know your fucking value. You're kind of inflating your value.
Yes. So Stitch and Old Ninja went on a fantastic voyage.
Yeah.
Motherfucking here now.
Yeah, he's on the side of the road tricking. I had to go pick him up.
Damn.
So what happened? Your ejector seat like popped off or some shit?
Yeah, my go-go gadget seat fucking malfunctioned and shit. Tire disconnected from his steering column. Yeah.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
dangerous.
I've actually had
all
that happen
bad.
to my car before.
It's all bad.
So was your car that broke down?
Yeah.
It won't my car.
Yeah, it
No,
was.
at first I thought it was
problems.
yours. I was like, holy shit.
I
was pulling up here and then I saw his message, so I went to go scoop him.
Yeah, I wasn't even that far from the cast either.
Damn.
It was right near the freeway. It was all bad. Y'all talk about this start of a dumpster fire that debuted today?
Dumpster fire. What the fuck you
Oh,
talking
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so like it started like you can see the licks of the flame out of the dumpster, but they showed this bullshit. This Teen Titans Go.
Oh,
to the
you
movies.
motherfucker.
Fucking
Golden
bullshit.
eggplant went in.
Yeah, nah, that's fucking bullshit. I don't know how. I don't expect people to pay all. You know what? I'm gonna say it right here. That movie's not gonna make as much as Lego Batman.
Oh, really? Oh, wait a minute. We might
That's
have a
what I'm
bet
saying.
going.
Do we got? Yeah,
might have a
I'm
bet
saying that
going.
right here, right now.
What were Lego Batman's numbers? Are we talking
I'll have
like
to follow-
opening weekend,
Or,
domestic?
yeah, are we talking about worldwide?
Actually, I'm with Old Ninja. I agree. It's not gonna make more than that.
I don't see that making more money than Lego Batman.
So, again, are we talking worldwide the full totality of the
full
theatrical
total.
release?
in the entire multiverse. I'll just say that. How
Oh
about that?
shit!
So
Yeah, so that's total then.
Right
Total-
now-
it's full run.
right now the Lego Batman is sitting at 312 million worldwide.
Yeah,
I do not
stand.
see dumpster fire Teen Titans shit in the movie theater making that kind of money.
What do we got on it?
Oh boy! So we doing the well? What? It's your fucking dumpster fire Vampire.
You proposed this thing, man.
I did.
So what did Lego Batman? Because I know when those Lego movies come out, a lot of times they're like number 1 or number 2 at the box office.
They
depending on
did
what they're
pretty
going.
well.
They always seem to do really well.
He said 300,000.
Well, I was
300
trying
million.
to. I sort of calculate by like opening number weekends.
I don't know.
I don't know what did.
I'm trying to find out what that is.
Because I know those are pretty good. I'm kind of leading Old Ninja's way because I just know how popular all those Lego movies are.
So it came out President Day. Wow, it came out the same time John Wick 2 and 50 Shades Darker came out. And opening weekend it made 42.7 million.
Damn, opening weekend. That's strong opening.
Oh wait, hold up, no. Hold on, let me keep reading this. I don't think that's right.
Okay, but over 312 million.
That's over its total run.
It's $65 million.
65 million
Okay, yeah.
opening weekend.
65 million.
65 opening day?
For
Opening weekend.
Oh, about
Opening
to say,
weekend.
Shit.
that's pretty good for.
And that's going against John Wick Chapter 2.
I liked Lego Batman.
Oh,
I thought,
yeah.
Lego Batman was a great movie. I enjoyed it.
Batman's a bigger draw than
Yeah.
Teen Titans. So, yeah.
We will see. We gonna see. We'll talk about the details, but yeah, I'm betting on.
You gonna bet?
I'm gonna bet on my Teen Titans.
You bet on your Teen Titans.
You know
I'm
what,
betting
actually-
against.
Since we're talking about the Teen Titans, I've actually been thinking about it a little bit.
We
Like,
can not talk about them if you want.
Teen Titans. No, y'all guys probably will agree with me, but right now Cartoon Network is kind of beating a dead horse with a stick when it comes to Teen Titans Go, because I would say that show comes on probably like 15 times in one fucking day. Like they air it way too goddamn much. They need to start airing like some of their original content instead of just relying on Teen Titans Go. And I think a lot of people have been saying that too, that they're kind of beating a dead horse with the show.
It's their headliner, but yeah, they play it too often. I'll give you that. They do marathons almost every fucking weekend.
Fuck yeah! Like if a new episode's coming out, they'll do a marathon the weekend before.
Yeah, we shall see. We have gone pretty deep on some Netflix shows already.
Oh, I was watching.
Yeah, we were watching.
Okay, all right. So you're
listening in the
current
car.
on where we are.
It's
Yeah.
unfortunate that not everybody
I was shaking
saw.
my steering wheel, getting mad. I couldn't give comments and stuff.
Yeah, it sucks that not everybody saw the Black Museum episode.
We'll do it for next week. Whomstead of was this porn star that we tried to start off the goddamn show?
August Ames.
And she's the new one.
No. There was another one that
The
died.
new one.
Oh, there's a new one.
See, you ain't even up on your porn stars. I thought you
No,
were
I
about that
wasn't.
life.
No, there's
that
a couple
dead
other folks that did die. I didn't know there was
I didn't
one that
see
died.
any of the new detail or any of the details, but it happened maybe yesterday.
Oh yeah, Missed that one.
Olivia Nova.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's
she bad too.
Young girl.
Wait, which one? That's tequila on the right.
And we don't know the cause of death or anything, so we're not going to speculate on that stuff. But
she's
goddamn,
allergic to nuts.
She dies at 20.
god damn. That's funny.
Wait,
Damn, she was
wasn't there
20.
a porn star that was she had to get her stomach pumped because she had too much fucking cum in her stomach?
I thought that was Lil' Kim.
That was
Okay, that was still Kim.
She bad as hell, though. I'll give her that.
She was like the girl next door.
They're little cats and stuff. What of her circumstances of her
It's
death?
unknown.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just someone found it dead.
She was not on Black Patrol. I do know that. I would recognize
What's
the
that
face.
said? The last?
She's too skinny.
Oh, that's
to
a
be
different
on-
porn star. Okay.
Yeah.
She's too skinny to be on Black Patrol. They use,
thickums on.
Yeah, they use thick
Shit, I
chicks.
think our stream is fucked up.
Hopefully we get it all fixed up and shit.
I'll fix it.
One other quick thing we did not mention. I'll get obviously Old Ninja and Stitch's take on this. So everybody saw Thor Ragnarok. For the most part, we all fucking enjoyed it all the way around. It was fucking mostly a comedy. It looks like Tessa Thompson's character, who played Valkyrie, is now going to be the default in the comics now, in terms of the comics character for Valkyrie looking like Tessa Thompson. You got any opinion or take on this? Is it good? Is it bad?
I will.
Look at it. Sorry. Go ahead.
If you want to jump.
Gotta fucking shush me, bro.
Yeah, that's all bad.
Old Ninja and Stitch, who haven't been
Yeah,
on.
I mean, traditionally she's blonde, white, female.
Yes.
But they've rebooted and retconned a lot of shit. So right now, I don't see a major issue with this. Maybe the quote unquote purist might, but right now I don't have a huge problem with it.
I don't really either. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they do this with Nick Fury in terms of making him Samuel L. Jackson looking like?
Yeah, in a way.
The ultimate version of Nick Fury predates him being obviously in the MCU.
Well, yeah, he was the older white dude. But
Yeah.
then after
No, the ultimate version was the black Nick Fury.
okay.
But
what I'm saying.
was he like that before the movies?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Exactly what I'm saying.
I was just double. Okay. I mean, I don't really have a problem. I'm pretty flexible with stuff and that falls in my window. I mean, it gives people more of a instant reference. It makes them, if it helps people go back and read the comics because they're Tessa Thompson fans and they can see, oh yeah, I recognize her from the movie. She seems like a good character. I'm gonna go read her stuff currently because they get that whole sort of mental picture of what she looks like. And even if they go back and see what her character is all about, let's say they fall in love with the character based on, oh yeah, I like Tessa Thompson, etc. Well, now I like the character based on what I'm reading, and then they go back even further and read some of the old stuff where she didn't look like Tessa Thompson. I mean, that sort of seems win-winish.
Good shit. Please go.
There's a problem that I have.
Go ahead.
All right, only because this is based on fucking European mythology.
Norse.
Yeah, I have a problem that the character is all of a sudden African descent. People would be outraged if there was fucking African gods. They were when fucking God came out.
Yeah,
and they were
I was about to say, I'm all-
yeah, I mean, people kind of forget that these are based upon an actual mythology that's it's European. They're all white people. So I'll let it slide though. But at the same time, I can understand how people be mad. It's just like I said, if they had Ra or fucking Jesus being white, even though they have Jesus being white for some reason, fucking Bible or whatever.
Everything we see Jesus pretty much.
But he's not. You know what I mean? It's not. The motherfucker was in Africa. All right, so or at minimum Middle East. So I would like it to be if you're gonna base things upon certain mythologies, let's stick to the ethnicities of those mythologies. But at the same time, it's a fucking comic book. It's fucking fictional characters. So.
But is Valkyrie? Sorry, just a quick question. Is Valkyrie like a major character, or is
No.
she kind of supporter?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
She's not a major character.
Yes, but Valkyries are major to Norse mythology.
Yes, however, and I agree with that. I'm putting this in two separate categories. There's the traditional, actual Norse mythology, and then there is the Marvel version of the Thor universe, which isn't quite, even though they use some of the same characters like Loki and Odin and whatnot, isn't quite the same one-to-one thing.
They pretty much have been up until this point. I mean,
I thought that
even with Odin losing his eye, Thor being a thunder god.
Yeah, a lot of similarities. You're absolutely right, but I don't think that they are exactly one-to-one. That's all I'm saying.
They pretty much are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like as far as I mean, obviously like all the adventures and shit they're doing now is like not based on that, but like as far as the backstory goes, they stick pretty close to traditional Norse mythology. You know what I mean?
Okay, I thought they took some liberties. Well,
they take liberties now with like the adventure that is going on, but like Ragnarok, that was a real thing for Norse mythology. Like that wasn't some made up shit.
I do know that that's part of the mythology. I just think that for the Marvel comics themselves, I didn't think that there was a one-to-one, and I'll have to look it up.
That's why I said like all their like adventures they're coming out with in the comics. That's true, but they go back to like their background is all based on quote unquote real Norse mythology. The only reason why I know or even give a fuck about this shit is because of my namesake. If y'all haven't figured it out, Cronus is a fucking Greek god.
Yeah.
I was huge into Greek mythology when I was a kid.
Okay.
And so it would be like to me if they showed fucking Zeus as a black guy, but like that's not fucking Zeus. You know what I mean?
So, man, I may have this completely fucked up. I'm talking out of my ass, but I always thought it was kind of like how for God of War, they have Greek gods in there, but they basically, Santa Monica and Sony tailored things to the video game world.
No,
basically.
so I understand what you're saying, but yeah, you're a little off because Kratos didn't exist in fucking Greek mythology at all.
Okay.
But all the people that he's battling, that is in Greek mythology.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the same thing in DC and in Marvel. They're basing these characters off of real mythology, and when they talk about their backstories, a lot of that shit is torn right from mythological books.
Okay. All right.
So that's the only problem that I have.
But for they've done this for Heimdall, I don't know, years ago, right?
Yeah.
With,
but I don't think. Pretty sure Heimdall is one of those dishes that you're talking about.
I'm sorry.
Heimdall is, I'm pretty sure, is one of those editions that you're talking about where it didn't actually exist in mythology.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. But he was white in the comics.
But from the Marvel comic standpoint, definitely a white guy for years and years and years. It didn't seem like there was much backlash when Idris was playing him all that much, especially as the trilogy went on. But this is the new reality. I think for more people have seen Tessa Thompson play in the big movie of Thor than have read Valkyrie being the white Valkyrie from the comics.
Well, yeah, I just want people to know that her being a Valkyrie, she is not the Valkyrie. All right?
Sure. They actually said that in the movies.
She was like in the battle and everything.
Yeah.
But if somebody picks up a fucking book and reads more about mythological shit, that's cool.
Sure.
That's why I said the only reason why I give a shit is because I actually care about mythology, even though I'm a fucking atheist, so it's kind of weird. But
I mean, but they're good stories.
They're good stories. But I mean, at the same time, if it makes somebody pick up a book and actually read more about it, that's cool. I have a small complaint about it. I'm still gonna watch. Sure. I subscribe to Thor comics. I'm still gonna watch Thor fucking movies. It didn't bother me when I saw her as a Valkyrie in the movies. It just, as a mythology guy, I was just like,
that's fair.
Yeah,
maybe she just got a little tan.
It's like watching Beowulf being black.
A photo of I don't know if this was fan art or what, but she has a distinctive thick look, at least from what I saw. But maybe it was like Fuda
Tessa?
No, the comic character of Valkyrie that looks like Tessa.
See, I think a lot of people, like, let's say we took the story of Beowulf and made him black. I think a lot of people would be upset.
Oh, sure. Rightly so.
So...
Yeah, she looks way stronger than Tessa. Tessa Thompson is like a 5'4", 130-pound girl in the movies and in real life. This chick looks like she's Amazon.
Let me pull up the straight picture so I don't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a interesting rendition of her.
How dare you? What's going on here? They're pulling up the fucking.
Wait a minute.
The bikes.
Motorcycles and shit.
Yeah, that's a Yamaha.
Yeah, get the one with Look at the triceps on her. Show her to the world.
Just show image. There we go. I was tripping.
And it looks badass, don't get me wrong, but I mean, that's a drastic difference from the movie we saw in November, right?
Oh, yeah.
Drastic?
Yeah, that's what she will look like now.
You don't think that's a drastic difference, body-wise?
It's very Amazon in looking.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of armor,
Are you fucking kidding me, old nigga? Get them glasses fixed, bro. Pull up Tessa Thompson. Because obviously you don't know what the fuck she look like.
She got a bicep. Like a legit resting fucking huge bicep.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's like stronger than She-Hulk right there. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Well, she is Asgardian, so...
But I'm talking about like from the movie we all saw with Ragnarok. This is the body change, God damn it.
She is bigger. God damn it.
Yeah. I'm like, what are you arguing about, old bitch?
Yeah, because you're saying it's drastic. Like she went from like fucking, I don't know, Anna Paquin to Gwendolyn Christie.
I can't with you. I can't. Yes, it's a drastic difference. You need to get your eyeglasses fixed.
Let's
move on to something else. God damn it. Sorry. What else we got? Yeah.
So apparently Jodie Foster doesn't like superhero films?
Ooh, yeah. This one was from a couple weeks back. She had a motherfucking quote in some goddamn publication saying, I got the tail end of it, saying they are ruining viewers' ruining the viewing habits, rather, of the American population and the world at large because they are spectacles of the eyes with not a whole lot of fucking weight behind them. And she cast everything with a real broad brush and was talking about all superhero movies in the theater.
Sounds like one of those the arts things.
Yeah.
It's very similar.
Why aren't you watching my stuff?
Yeah. Well, and I know she's done some directorial stuff.
She directed Black Mirror.
She directed an episode of Black Mirror.
She's a big household name, but she sounds bitter as fuck. Old and bitter. Am I tripping or no?
Yeah. She does. I mean, that's what old, crusty, menopausal women sound like.
Like, damn. If you enjoy a film, why are you going to shit on somebody for enjoying a film?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to like what you like.
Well, but my thing is, the superhero films as a whole have kept Hollywood afloat this past fucking year. If you really look at numbers,
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what she's talking about because they're taking money out of her pocket. But it's like, look, make films that people want to watch.
No shit.
Right now. I'm sorry that demographics changed, but actually, I'm not fucking sorry. Demographics change. And some of the shit I don't like, too.
Yeah.
Like Transformers films, perfect example. I fucking hate those films. People still watch them. They're assholes, but, they still watch them.
Whatever you do not watch it last night. Oh my fucking god!
Oh, too late.
It was so
Too late.
goddamn bad.
is that the one with Marky Mark replacing Shia?
No,
that's the
this
second
is like
one.
the third one after that.
Yeah, second and third one.
Damn, God.
It's
bad.
so fucking. It's the one with like the little girl in it too. Oh, it's
Yeah, it
so
has
fucking
Anthony,
bad.
Has Anthony Hopkins in it.
Yeah, it's so fucking bad.
I feel like Jodie Foster probably wanted to be in some superhero film and just got fucking dissed or something, or didn't
Maybe.
fucking make the
Probably.
casting or
But,
something.
I mean,
Like,
dude.
do we have any roles for any old white women? No? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, maybe you could have been Odin's wife.
maybe.
Bruce Wayne's mom.
Yeah, there you go, Martha or
You can
something.
give her your 5 seconds of fame. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. You have way more 5 seconds of fame. Like, I don't want to shit all over Jodie Foster because she's actually a good actress.
yeah.
I enjoy her,
she's
a lot of films that she's in.
She's a good director.
Yeah,
Two Oscars.
Yeah, but I think she's off base in this one. I think she's not recognizing that this is a new generation of people, and that's what, and I get it because I'm there because I'm getting fucking old. I can't stand mumble rap. I can't stand most trap music. I get it. I think that it's fucking up the genre. But at the same time, they didn't stop making I still have Kendrick Lamar. I still have other artists that make shit that I want to listen to.
Sure.
So focus on that shit and don't shit on the other ones.
Yeah.
Especially when you're an icon.
Yeah, and it's not only that. I mean, things like Cronus was saying, the demographics or whatnot. If you look at a major city and the multiplexes there, it's like $10 and up to see a film, artsy or not.
Yep.
So if you're in a small town, movies are probably like $5 to $8. Because I think Matt was saying where they're at, movies are like $6 or some shit.
Everything where he lives is cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
I know because I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where we're at, we're paying $15 for a flick or whatnot.
We gotta
So-
take out mortgages to see a fucking movie.
Yeah, so it's like, are you really going to go out and watch an artsy film for $10, $15 when you can wait, a month or two? Because usually artsy films don't last in the theater that long and end up on Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, and whatnot, and just watch it for $7.99 at the comfort of your couch.
Most of them boring. It all comes down to that. Most of them are boring, and people don't support them because they're not entertained all that much.
This is the problem that I think that most of these quote unquote artsy people they don't understand is that a lot of people today. This is how I think they're totally disconnected because they're wealthy people and they make a lot of money off entertainment. All right, what they don't understand is that people that are poor or even middle class or even upper middle class, they want to go see a film with some unbelievable shit to lift their day up. I don't want to see some fucking depressing bullshit. I don't want to see some fucking art shit that I have to fucking really think. Well, sometimes I might, but other times I don't want to see some shit where I have to like really think about what message you're trying to pull across to me. If I see somebody getting shot in the face, I understand the motherfucker's dead. He got shot in the face. There's no fucking greater meaning to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that their whole art thing is just like they're pompous.
Yeah.
They're really pompous.
So think about it this way. Are you going to pay $15, $17 to watch people talk?
Sometimes I just not.
Or are you going to pay $15, $17
To watch them fuck.
to watch them? Well, to watch them fuck in 3D space in fucking alternate realities while being mind fucked at the same time.
I want to see kidneys, bro.
Oh man.
Oh man, I've been quiet because I'm reading. There's some Twitter beef between Tessa Thompson and Lena Dunham. Apparently,
What did Lena do?
well, no, Tessa had made a comment about how, like, I guess during that whole Time's Up thing with the Golden Globes and stuff like that, Tessa had said, they don't have like it all on here, but she made a comment saying how Lena Dunham, like, she's supporting the thing, but like Tessa saying that Lena was not really there in the group. Like, we had meetings like 2 months ago, and she was like a no-show or whatever. And she's saying that it doesn't like kind of make up for Lena's work or whatever that. Like, she's not putting her down for that. I guess just not showing up for this thing. And I guess Lena fired back, and then like all these other people are getting on her now.
I'm so confused.
But it's
What was Time's Up? I'm confused.
Time's up with the whole like
It's,
guy
the Oprah
sexual harassment
speech.
thing. Yeah.
It's part of Oprah's speech from the Golden Globes.
Oh. Okay.
But like
anyone
football
talk about
players
Oprah?
jumping in on this? No, we haven't.
Oh, okay. Whatever. I have no desire to talk about Lena Dunham anything until she dies.
Tessa
Damn.
Thompson is like going off on her though.
Well,
It's gonna be interesting to see where this goes.
I'm almost positive, no matter what, that Tessa probably was in the right, because just based on Lena's history, and I don't know shit, but based on Lena's history, I don't trust that bitch.
And she apologized for a comment, but Lena's already going off on her.
Yeah, sounds like some petty Twitter bullshit, though.
yeah.
I don't give a shit about Lena Dunham. She's a cunt, and I'll say it. Actually, you know what? I'd love to have her actually on the podcast to talk about
How she touched her little sister.
just
Damn.
various shit, just like really understand her total, like her frame of mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, her worldview. I want to know what the world looks like through Lena Dunham's eyes.
Yeah, because my worldview and her worldview are so fucking polar opposite. It's fucking insane. And
It's like talking to a flat earther. Like, why?
but I want to hear what maybe she has some insightful shit that I might change my mind on.
Probably not.
I probably have some shit that I'm going to say that's going to change her mind. Because
Probably
I've
not.
traveled the world. I think she would be amazed to hear from a black man that doesn't feel oppressed. You know what I mean? Like at all. Like,
Do you think her privilege, her white privilege, is going to allow that to be told what to do by a black man? Do we really think this?
that might make her mind explode. You know what I mean?
Damn.
It's like dropping Alka-Seltzer and some
You know, I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, if institutional racism was really that bad, how the fuck do I make so much money? You know what I mean? Like, it should have been impossible. And I'm not even that fucking. I'm not even rich, but I used to be rich, but I'm not anymore. But it's like that should have been impossible. You know?
Well,
If you want to know how Cronus really feel, look for the podcast called Lena Dunham Rant.
that's a good one, yeah.
It's very good. I can't remember when it came out, but it was sometime last year. Definitely look it up.
Good fucking shit.
Hold on. So there's a comment from Wild Alb in the chat room, and he's asking me about who framed the pictures in the background. So, Old Ninja, because it's hard for me to explain it to you, like in chat, but they're not actually framed. The Thanos ones, pull on one of the Thanos pictures. Just grab it. This is made by K-Mac, both of these, and this isn't actually a frame. It's a canvas.
Oh.
You see the side? It's not actually a frame. It's a canvas. So she actually does the art all the way to the edges, which I think is really cool that she does, like all the edges, right? So I'm showing them all to you.
He's holding it right now.
Yeah. So I didn't get them framed anywhere. She just bought a canvas and she literally painted this. The other ones that I have in the background, those are frames that I just bought. So grab the Zenyatta that's behind you. This is one of the podcasts where you have to actually see shit instead of just listening to me. So let me see it. You can buy this frame at a Michael's, like seriously,
Or a Hobby Lobby? Or
yeah, like anywhere.
Yeah.
So this Zenyatta was done by an artist when we were at WonderCon, I believe, and I bought it. And you just buy the frame at any kind of fucking hobby shop. So it's a normal frame that you just toss it in.
Nothing fancy.
Yeah, nothing fancy, dude. And I have a bunch more pictures that I need to put up, but I just haven't yet. It's the same thing with Black Panther. I just bought a big ass frame at fucking, I think it was Michael's again, and I just bought it there. And you just measure out whatever poster that you have, and then just look up the frame of that size. I mean, you'll get it. So yeah, hope it helps you out, man.
Good shit. Yeah, we appreciate it. Hey, Stitch, get in here with what was this new stuff on Hulu? Because you've been watching a bunch of Hulu, right?
Well, I've been watching Runaways on Hulu, which has just been great. Every Tuesday, I've been watching it almost like religiously.
How many episodes deep are they?
They're on
already done?
episode 10.
Shit.
It did get renewed for a second season.
Okay.
So, I guess that means it's doing really well in terms of its viewership. But that's what I've been mainly watching on Hulu. I guess there's some news about Animaniacs getting a 2-season jump start.
Yep.
Is
Is it like 26 episodes or something like that?
So fucking good.
Is it so?
So excited.
So do we know when this is going to drop, or is this going to be like a continuation? Do we have the same voice actors? Like, what do we know about?
I was going to ask about the voice
Or are we
actors.
just saying
Are they all
Animaniacs and going?
Well, are they all alive? The original voice actors.
The guy who does the voice of Wacko the oldest brother, he's still alive because he redid that the song about the country.
he went on Nerdist He sat in their studio and he redid, because some of the countries had changed, so he did around the whole world, the countries of the world song again.
That's one of the greatest songs of all time, by the way.
it's
It taught
pretty
me a shitload about the world.
It's pretty awesome.
I loved Animaniacs back in the day. If they have the original voice actors and the writing's good, I'm all on board. I love cartoons.
Dude, the writing back then was good, because like if you watched it as a kid, it was funny. If you go back and watch it as an adult, they got away with a lot of shit.
Definitely.
That I was like, holy shit, they got past the censors with this shit. Okay.
A lot of shows did back in the day.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
People weren't fucking pussies.
Damn.
Spirits.
Well, I like the fact that they made references to definitely rated R movies that a lot of kids hadn't seen, like Goodfellas.
Oh, yeah.
With the pigeons and all that shit.
Oh, the good pigeons.
To be
Jason.
fair, a lot of kids did see that movie. back
Oh,
in
really?
the day, 'cause, yeah, I saw so many fucking radar movies when I was a kid.
Okay.
Like my parents didn't give a shit.
How young are we talking, though?
Like I probably started watching radar movies when I was like 11, 12 maybe.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
But I don't want my oldest daughter to watch radar movies. You know, same thing with my young. Obviously, she's
She's like a year old.
That's so bad.
Like you need to ease people in. Like, look, when I grew up, it was good and bad.
Yeah.
Like it was good that I got like a lot of independent shit, but it was bad because I think maybe there was some like innocence lost, like super early in my life. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I'll say this: there's a difference to me between rated R sometimes for like a war movie or even certain suspenseful horror movies, as opposed to stuff that has adult content like some hardcore drugs or some sexual violence shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but the rated R has changed back in the day. So we were watching Airplane.
Because
Leslie Nielsen?
It's PG-13 and there was titties in it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I was
okay.
like, what the fuck? I don't
Actually,
remember
is
that.
it PG or PG-13? It might be PG.
It might be PG, yeah, but I was just like, what the fuck?
Live action titties?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, I
there's titties
forgot
in
that.
Because I think at the time, she was a famous model at the time, and she busted out titties.
Yeah, it's
I used
PG.
to-
It's rated PG.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
PG.
Not PG-13, PG.
I'm pretty sure there was titties in there.
The first one is titties. I think the first Police Academy is rated R, though.
It definitely had some titties.
Yeah, and that had titties.
Yeah, that did.
There's another one that I was like, oh shit, gotta stop. 'Cause look, first of all, like if you're a kid listening to this or a younger person, if you're like 18, hopefully over,
better be
this is
18
and over podcast. But what's fucking awkward is sitting with your child as a parent and then watch something with titties or sex in it. There's probably nothing more awkward on the fucking planet. 'Cause I
Awkward
don't
for
want to
both.
see this shit with my fucking kid. What the fuck?
Actually,
It's probably just as awkward for them.
yeah, I think what would be more awkward, even though we didn't talk about it, was episode 2 of Black Mirror.
Oh yeah, well,
We'll all have to watch.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. I think Cronus said he watched it. It's all bad.
Oh, okay.
It's where you basically have an implant in your kid. You can see
they talk
everything
about
that they're doing.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, I think that would be.
seen it, though.
I think that'd be more awkward.
Good shit. Should we get into this CES review? Were there any highlights that we wanted to kind of mention?
I didn't go over enough. There was some new stuff that came out, but I need to go back through and like research it.
I think probably save it till next week.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause, well, one of the ones that I was interested in, I know that both me and Blue are probably interested in, is the new HTC Vive.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's like no details about it yet.
Especially the one I'm worried about the most is price.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're making it a 4K device, which basically gets rid of what's called the screen door effect. Even with the HTC Vive that's out currently, you don't really get it that much. Your eyes kind of adjust, but there is a small screen door effect.
Yeah.
And what we mean by screen door effect is like you basically see like
You see in between the pixels.
yeah,
basically.
you can.
Okay.
But usually after like a couple minutes, your eyes kind of adjust and you don't see it anymore.
But one cool thing that they announced, and I think the price isn't out there yet, but HTC is making their own wireless system for their VR headset. So there's a company out there called TPCast based in China, and they have one, and you can buy it now for $299. But you can't use the front-facing camera, and you can't use the microphone. But
Okay.
with the HTC version, you probably will be able to use that, which is fucking great. So it'll be interesting to see how it all works out at the end.
Let's leave it on here for next week, and then more detail, because I want to hear what the best thing to buy and do is from you guys who really know your stuff on gadgets.
So yeah, because there was a new TV that came out from Samsung. It's called the Wall. That I think is very similar to the
The Sony one?
no, it's the LG one. The one that's like it's basically it's thin as like basically this paper folded over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forget what the fuck it's called. I think it's called wallpaper or something.
Is that the one you can like kind of peel back a little bit? Yeah,
Yes.
I've
I'm pretty
seen
sure it's
that.
called wallpaper.
Yeah,
But it's like fucking $10,000. But I'm like,
creepy.
it's money well spent.
One cool thing they did announce is that there's 8K TVs now.
Yeah, and
There's,
God damn.
It's like fucking looking outside into the real world. It's like say if you use it as a computer monitor, like you can read the text that are on there. Like, or you're watching a movie and say like somebody's looking at a piece of paper, you could fucking read that paper that they're reading because it's so fucking clear.
There's a problem though. Look, I keep coming back to this shit over and over again. The higher resolutions are great, but it doesn't mean shit unless you get a bigger display. So, look, a 1080p display has a maximum, like the maximum viewing screen is normally 55 inches. All right, and what I mean by that is that anything over 55 inches, the pixels will stretch. All right, and so the problem we're having now is that with 4K TVs, I think now it's like 85 inches. But if you get like a 4K TV that's like 55 inches, you're probably not, unless it's in like HDR, you're probably not gonna see that much of a difference. With the 8K TV, it's gonna be like over 100 inches of like optimal viewing, and like that's generally speaking for most people that's too fucking big.
Yeah, the TV they showed at CS was an 88-inch TV.
That's what I
I'm
thought,
like, that's a fucking wall almost. Goddamn.
Yeah, and like the optimal viewing one is probably going to be like around 100 inches, and that's fucking huge. Yeah, I mean and it's going to get another problem that Japan already figured out. They're probably keeping it a secret now, but once you get over a certain resolution, your brain is fucking confused. Like it's too real, and because they did test in Japan with not Ultra HD, but it was like the one I think it might have been 8K, but it was 8K on a fucking movie screen, and people started getting sick because it's too fucking real looking.
Damn.
Like they started getting like motion sickness because like it's almost like if you're playing VR and you play a roller coaster game, like your eye is seeing the world move, but your body isn't registered and everything, so that's how you start getting seasick or whatever.
This is where we're getting into the realm of like really scary tech shit because
Black Mirror.
Right?
Yeah.
because we're already there. I mean, like, our brains are not designed for almost everything in the modern era. We're not designed for this fucking food. We're not designed for all these fucking artificial lights. We're not designed for fucking TVs and shit. And you're making it more and more real, but we have not... All this shit came in like 50 years or less. We have not had a chance to evolve our brains for this kind of input. And this is going to become a real problem in the future. Actually, it's a problem now. So...
Black Mirror shit, for real.
Let's continue to the CES next week with a few more specific gadget recommendations. Let's round it up, though, gentlemen. Stitch, what you got populating this week?
Just getting back to regular sort of work life. I mean, I was going to sort of mention it during the intro, but I got back from New Orleans, another wedding, had a blast.
Well, at least one of you got back.
Yeah, left Lilo there. She caught some crazy virus and everything in a matter of like 30 minutes. It was like absolutely bananas.
I got a question for you, bro.
Yo.
So when you're reading your vows off and it said, "Till death do you part," did you take that part seriously?
Yeah.
Because we already know so far on the podcast,
When it's
you were at a party and you were like,
When
"Fuck
it's
that."
time to go, it's time to go. I thought I made that very clear. Whether it's getting in the Uber or the car's leaving or the plane
Hold on.
is departing
So
New
you're
Orleans International.
You're writing your vows and it's like, "Till death do us." Nope, scratch that part out. Until it's time for me to fucking go.
Until it's time to go. Is not death the time to go? Open for interpretation.
On his vows, there's a fucking asterisk on there.
That was a perfect answer. I'm sorry I even asked.
No, that's good. Yeah, so she flies back in tomorrow. Hopefully.
Is she better now? She didn't die.
Yeah, no, she's back. Yeah, it was like a 30-minute window because I went to go watch like the second half of the championship game, and then I get back and she's just like vomiting all over the place. And I'm just like, we thought it might be like food poisoning or something, but we all ate the exact same like stew and stuff. But she was just caught something. I don't know what it was.
You hear about the people who died in Texas from eating oysters?
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you eat oysters in like fucking Texas. You need to be directly next to like a completely sort of landlocked.
Where were they? Dallas.
Yeah,
It's like,
I got
you're in Houston. Man, okay.
Yeah, I got fucked up eating sushi in Idaho. Like, no, you
Actually, no bullshit. I had some really good fucking sushi in Oklahoma.
In Oklahoma?
Really, and I'm saying that I'm like a sushi eater. I fucking love sushi. Really good sushi in Oklahoma.
So we know Texas can't do fucking good Mexican food and oysters.
No, it's only certain parts of Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, because Dallas, for sure. Don't eat fucking Mexican food in Dallas. Anywhere near Dallas. If you're in fucking...
I thought it was Houston that you were saying they didn't.
No, it was Dallas.
Okay.
If you're in... what the fuck you call it?
El Paso.
If you're in... El Paso's probably good because that's close to Mexico. If you're in Austin, you're going to have good food in general. They have probably the best mix of like... Mexican food and it's Tex-Mex and barbecue.
San Antonio's really good also.
Yeah.
Like I said, San Antonio's got really good food. But yeah, other than that, that's really, I guess, all I can think of off the top of my head. Oh, I did another Stitches Shokugeki review.
Awesome.
I should have done two
This is the
because
fried chicken review.
Fried chicken, yeah.
Okay.
I did one at this place called Willie's Chicken Shack right on Bourbon Street. It was amazing. I just need to go over and make sure I don't look like glazed over because I was deep in some alcohol. But then
that would make it better. So
and then I was so excited about eating that smoked fried chicken again. I forgot to do a review when I was there, and I was so mad. I just took pictures of it, and then after I ate it, I was like, "Fuck, I should have done a review." So,
God damn.
Yeah.
Black people and chicken. Old Ninja, what you got?
Actually getting back into some more gaming. Now that Stitch is back, can do more Wildlands. We'll
Twitch that out, goddammit.
Yeah, we haven't twitched it. We've done a couple, I guess, warm up matches. So I think now twitching it out, it won't look like we're noobs. We got a couple squads going. So need to get back on some Battlefield 1. I've been talking to Prodigy about it, but he found him a new daddy.
Oh, damn.
So I gotta get my hoe back. Yeah, just catching up on some shows. Y'all talk about the DC TV coming back next week?
Nah, but
Yeah, so that's back
happening.
next week, so I'm going to try to catch up on some stuff.
Black Lightning is coming on next week.
Yes, Black Lightning starts on the Monday, I think. The 16th?
Yeah.
Whatever day
Monday?
the 16th
I think
is.
it's Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Something like
Is
that.
I think Tuesday.
Yeah, and it's getting already really good buzz right now. They're comparing it to Luke Cage and Black Panther already.
And the comic is really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Monday's MLK Day. That's a pretty good day to have Black Lives Matter out.
It's statement on statement. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. It debuts next week. I'm definitely going to be watching that as well. So pretty much it. Oh, and then y'all talked about it earlier. I've only seen part of an episode, but the Devil Crybaby, whatever.
Devilman Crybaby.
Yes, I plan on finishing that. I watched like part of it. I couldn't finish it because I had to do a bunch of other shit.
So fucking dank, dude.
Yeah, I didn't finish the first. I got up to the part where the dude pulled out the fucking SMG and was shooting at the docks and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't get to finish the episode, but y'all was talking about the animation. It starts very similar to Ruby.
Yeah.
Ruby's animation started out the same way, but then over time it got progressively better.
No. This is way different. Ruby is CGI. This shit.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of CGI in this.
This is way different animation from Ruby.
What are you guys telling me about Big Mouth? I started watching that. It was really good.
It's so fucking fun.
I was on the plane and some kids were behind me, so I had to kind of put the screen resolution down. But it was really fun.
You should have shut the fuck up, little kid. This is life right here.
You want to know about puberty?
It's really good. Good recommendation.
Goddamn.
That one is on. I think it's nominated.
Netflix.
Nominated. Well, it's on Netflix, but it's nominated several times for a Golden Eggplant Award.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty much it.
Blue, what you got?
So this weekend, I'm putting a little bit more time into my photography company. I'm doing not a photo shoot, but I'm actually taking a class on how to touch up pictures using Photoshop. So
Touch up who?
touch up pictures.
It's like he's really a porno photographer. He's like touching up
fuck it
herpes
up.
fucking marks, herpes scars.
Give it a stretch mark with that fucking cigarette burn.
Damn.
But I'm doing that this weekend. I'm definitely gonna try to finish watching Devilman Crybaby because that fucking show is amazing. And I'm definitely looking forward to shows coming fucking back because I feel like we've been in a goddamn TV dry spell. I mean, Age of the Shield's been really fucking good, and they've been kind of filling in that void. But it's only one fucking
show.
day a week, so yeah, man, I can't wait for the shows to come back.
Good shit.
That's it.
Wait, real quick. Is anybody watching The Gifted still?
No.
Because we don't really
I
talk
am.
about it.
Yes, I am, and it's a good show.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, we definitely should be taling about that show.
Try to catch up on that.
Kronos, what you got?
Real quick, someone in the chat room asked about if anybody's watching X-Files. Yes, I watched
we didn't talk about it.
the episode that came up. The first episode was fucking messy. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
it was.
honest. I'm a huge X-Files fan. The first episode was fucking messy.
Yeah.
I hope it gets better because so far the first episode was maybe a 5.
Does it continue where we left off? Just
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
So second episode aired tonight.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna keep watching X-Files, even if it's shitty.
I also need to catch up on Star Trek Discovery. I'm like 3 episodes behind.
Fuck. We'll do it next week. We'll do it next week.
yeah.
Next
You
week.
watch
Next
latest
week.
one?
No, I didn't get a
Next
chance.
week, next
I'm
week.
behind. I'm
Next-
catching up this
Look.
fucking weekend.
All right, listen. If y'all are not watching Star Trek Discovery, it is.
It's dank.
It might be the best show in sci-fi since Battlestar Galactica.
That's high praise.
You're saying it,
Fucking high praise.
you're saying it's better than that others?
It is better than
Expanse?
Expanse right now. I'm
Damn.
look,
I would say
and
that was-
I love the Expanse.
Yeah.
I love the actors.
Okay.
But
Discovery.
God damn.
It started out like that, like he was saying. That first episode should have been a two-parter on
Yeah.
CBS because the second episode was really fucking good, and it just kept growing ever since.
and
So-
this last episode, they pretty much just threw everything out the window, and they're starting out with something new, and it's fucking crazy.
Oh, I can't
Okay.
wait. Fucking
All right.
behind. I'm watching
I want to hear
it this
y'all,
weekend.
y'all break it down next week.
Yes.
What else you got?
Other than that, still working on my fucking car. God damn it. I took this week off just to kind of hang out, get some shit done, but it's been raining, so I couldn't work on my car because it's outside right now. I'm probably going to compete in Jiu-Jitsu at the end of the month. Assassin's Creed Origins. God damn, the game is good. I'm having so much fun fucking playing this game. It's been great to play a really good thought out. This is basically the best assassin. It's up there with Black Flag for me. It might
Nice.
be a little. Well, actually, no, it's up there. They're neck and neck at this point with Black Flag. It's a great game. If you haven't played it, I got it for like fucking $30 on Amazon a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
It's cheap. Fucking go get it. Just fucking play it. It's fucking fun. The only thing that's weird is that the fucking controls takes a minute to get used to. You're using triggers to attack instead of buttons.
Yep.
That's a little weird. Other than that, it's a fucking great game.
Good. Good. I'm glad. And it seems like from judging from last week to this week, his review has gone up. You know, in terms of it sounds like you like it even more than you did initially.
Yeah. There was actually a part. So I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, and randomly I didn't even know this shit was gonna happen. I was like walking around, and there was like this quest that came up, and I did this quest because it was green, and usually quests are not green. And so I did this quest, and I got loot from Final Fantasy 15.
Yes.
I was like, what the fuck? And it's like good loot.
Yes.
Like it's good shit. I'm gonna feel sad when I gotta let it go because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Is
But,
the game made by Squarespace? Not Squarespace.
No, it's about
Ubisoft.
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 Yeah,
Wow,
so I'm like, I don't know how the fuck they got the rights to that shit.
Yeah,
but they had
holy
they had one of the characters in the game, like
yeah, yeah.
briefly, and they had gear and a mount from Final Fantasy.
I see what you're saying because Final Fantasy, which I've never played any of them, but those aren't a Ubisoft property.
No,
Yeah,
no.
that's the thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Sony.
I mean, there's been a couple because like what was it? Lost Planet 2 had the two main characters from Gears of War in the game.
Okay.
So, and then we're gonna get you get to play Aloy and Monster Hunter coming up. So,
Well, yeah, but that's not Square. That's not Square or.
yeah, but
yeah,
I mean, two different companies.
Yeah, I know they're crossing.
Capcom and Guerrilla Games. Then you
Yeah.
had Capcom again with Epic Games. So,
I just wasn't expecting it. I was
That's
just all
cool.
of a sudden.
That's cool.
And I found it before Prodigy did, and he's further in the game than I am. And it was just fucking.
There's a ton
need to
you
jump on this.
can miss in this game.
Oh yeah.
Because I did beat the story, but there's huge parts of the map I have not unlocked yet. That's just how big the fucking
Yeah,
world
Africa's
is.
big,
really
bro.
big.
Africa's big.
Yeah, exactly.
In case you didn't know, Africa is not a country, it's a continent.
There you go.
Actually,
Yeah.
on that show that Kim Beck was watching, or actually I watched it too, the Ellen's Game of Games or whatever. One of the questions for like one of the things was like name countries in Africa, and this fucking chick, I swear to fucking God, this chick said Africa. I'm like, bitch, that's a continent. How fucking dare you?
Wait till after Black Panther comes out.
I'm like,
People gonna name Wakanda. You know that, don't you?
I know what continent it is. Just write it right here on the map. Look, right there. That does not say
How do you not
Wakanda.
know any countries in fucking like none? Like if you're
I can name 2.
listen, if you're Caucasian, you should at least know South Africa.
Yeah, no shit.
They don't
that's-
teach us any of that at school. We went to good schools too. Like if you think about it in like elementary school, what really big chunks of African American history did we receive besides
Ghana, Kenya,
But
part of the slave trade.
Egypt is
Yeah,
usually a huge
Egypt.
part.
Jesus Christ.
well, they taught that in your elementary school. Like the
Yeah.
slaves came from this area. They just said slaves came from Africa. I knew pyramids are in Egypt. And
Is Egypt?
well, I was gonna say Egypt before you said that whole Ghana thing. something, but
Yeah.
it was just Egypt, and that was about it in terms of like everything. And there was a big ass desert.
I knew about
desert and pyramid.
I knew
Wait,
about
And
Kenya as
lions
well.
and shit.
Wait, what was that area?
But it seemed
next
like
to Egypt?
you had to
Was
learn that on your
Mesopotamia?
own. It wasn't like
Didn't y'all go to fucking like some religious school together?
I did.
No. I
But
went to-
he wasn't there.
Okay. I went to
Well,
public
he's
school.
got an excuse. You don't. Like what the fuck? What school did you go to?
Ardenwood.
Ardenwood's a
Fremont.
fucking prestigious school.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they did
God
not.
damn. Were
you asleep?
any of that. Nah,
Was you sleep?
I had to learn that shit on my own.
Actually,
They
well,
glaze up that shit.
They gave us like California history as a set like block class with like.
you know what? I might be kind of confused because there's a lot of shit where like I would get taught it in school and then I would do my own research.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
I'd be like, what's the whole story here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did that with certain stuff like geography. I really found interesting, but in terms of like just teaching in general, like that was void.
That's still sad though.
That
That's
is
very
sad.
fucking
Africa's
sad.
not a fucking country.
Yeah.
How many countries are in Africa?
There's a shitload.
It's like,
There's
over,
like
at least over
55?
30 or 40, yeah.
I could have sworn there's like 50 because like
62.
towards the west coast there's like little countries that
Goddamn,
are.
we're going into real hardcore geography
Yeah.
here. Okay.
And,
I think that's
And we know
about
that
it.
White Rose broke up part of it, so.
God damn it. Motherfucker.
One quick note: Animaniacs come out in 2020.
Oh, okay. All right. So not this year or the next year.
Still though.
So there's a good chance they'll all die before
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
Oprah will be president by then.
Oh, God damn it! I want to talk about that. We'll save it for the next one.
Yeah, next one. Take us on out, old ninja. Come on.
All right. Please go out and vote for the 2017 Golden Eggplants. Check us out on Twitter where you can vote. It's at BThanBTI, at BTHANBTI.
This is the last goddamn week. This ain't no
This is the
more.
last week?
This is the last
So
fucking
then
week. Next week is the award show.
So then, oh shit. Well then, go out and vote as many times as you can. We're not limiting it out, but once we cut it off, that's it, and then we're going to announce the winners. Check out our Facebook page. You can vote on there as well. Go on Facebook.com. Look for BThanBTI. You can go ahead and vote. Check us out: SoundCloud, Stitcher, Player FM, Apple Podcasts. Rate us 5 stars. 5 stars. Comment. We'll probably comment back. We're usually pretty good about that. Check out our actual page, binheadproductions.com/BThanBTI.
Listen, one of the cool things about the Golden Eggplant Awards is that you can put at the bottom, the very bottom, you can actually give us suggestions on what you would like us to do. And we will take them seriously. Except for like porn shit. We can't do porn stuff. That's
Yeah.
one of the ones that were in there. So
Yeah, no goats, no horses. Well, okay, maybe a goat. We'll see.
Y'all can't tell me what to do.
Yeah. Okay, farm animals, that's all Prodigy, but there you go.
Appreciate it. Much
Oink,
love.
oink.
Eggplants are her future.
Oh, there will be a new Black and Yellow recording next week. So, prepare.